grateful, you need haters. What is you complaining about? What do you think a hater's job is? To hate, so let them do their goddamn job. What the is you complaining about?
16 killer track with the mix.
Yeah, they can hate on me. Got a reason why I always keep the flame on me. And I'ma do it till I'm done, ain't no brakes on me. Break me down, hell no, that's what you ain't gon' see. Blue devil on my shoulder, he just spitting the facts. So be careful how you moving, ain't no running it back. Southside, the world where the real ones at. Them 200 boys reppin', logging in from the track. Better log in, homie. Better log in, homie. Log in, homie. Better log in, log in.
Grateful, you need haters. What is you complaining about? What do you think a hater's job is? To hate, so let them do their goddamn job. What the is you complaining about?
16 killer track with the mix.
Yeah, they can hate on me. Got a reason why I always keep the flame on me. And I'ma do it till I'm done, ain't no brakes on me. Break me down, hell no, that's what you ain't gon' see. Blue devil on my shoulder, he just spitting the facts. So be careful how you moving, ain't no running it back. Southside, the world where the real ones at. Them 200 boys reppin', logging in from the track. Better log in, homie. Better log in, homie. Log in, homie. Better log in, log in.
Grateful, you need haters. What is you complaining about? What do you think a hater's job is? To hate, so let them do their goddamn job. What the is you complaining about?
16 killer track with the mix.
Yeah, they can hate on me. Got a reason why I always keep the flame on me. And I'ma do it till I'm done, ain't no brakes on me. Break me down, hell no, that's what you ain't gon' see. Blue devil on my shoulder, he just spitting the facts. So be careful how you moving, ain't no running it back. Southside, hate the world where the real ones at. Them 200 boys reppin', logging in from the trap. Better log in, homie. Better log in, homie. Log in, homie. Better log in, log in.
Grateful, you need haters. What is you complaining about? What do you think a hater's job is? To hate, so let them do their goddamn job. What the is you complaining about?
F-16 killer track with the mix.
Yeah, they can hate on me. Got a reason why I always keep the flame on me. And I'ma do it till I'm done, ain't no brakes on me. Break me down, hell no, that's what you ain't gon' see. Blue devil on my shoulder, he just spitting the facts. So be careful how you moving, ain't no running it back. Southside, hate the world where the real ones at. Them 200 boys reppin', logging in from the trap. Better log in, homie. Better log in, homie. Log in, homie. Better log in, log in.
Grateful, you need haters. What is you complaining about? What do you think a hater's job is? To hate, so let them do their goddamn job. What the is you complaining about?
F-16 killer track with the mix.
Yeah, they can hate on me. Got a reason why I always keep the flame on me. And I'ma do it till I'm done, ain't no brakes on me. Break me down, hell no, that's what you ain't gon' see. Blue devil on my shoulder, he just spitting the facts. So be careful how you moving, ain't no running it back. Southside, hate the world where the real ones at. Them 200 boys reppin', logging in from the trap. Better log in, homie. Better log in, homie. Log in, homie. Better log in, log in.
grateful. You need haters. What is you complaining about? What do you think a hater's job is?
All right. We in the building. Everybody in the chat, let us know if you guys can hear us. Give me a loud and clear, please. We in the building. Late night live. Wednesday the 28th. Damn, month is over. All right, let's go. Come on. Loud and clear, loud and clear. First 10 minutes, no bad words. All right, hold on. All right, mic check. Let's get a mic check from everybody. Playboy, what up?
What up? Mic check.
Trap Boy, mic check.
What up?
Weirdo, what's up, fool?
Hey, good night to you.
You need me to move that one? Because the other guy was, I think, was a little tall. You got it or not?
Yeah. Right there. Got over it.
There you go. Perfect. All right, let me go move the thumbnail, and then I'll be right back. Hold on. I need to do a timer for us. You know how I have the other timer for the
Right.
for the day one. I need to have a timer for this one.
Think so? Yeah. It's fine like this.
Nah, because I have to get up. The other way, it's just we'll put it like for 5 minutes.
Oh, it does it on its own?
Yeah, it's just it turns off.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And just
Like a 5-minute one.
Yeah, like a 5-minute one. We turn it on. Boom. Let me see. I forgot the light pattern. I noticed it. It's too dark.
It's too dark?
Yeah, look at you. You're hella
Oh, I thought there was too much light.
Hold on. All right, give me a minute. I think it's that one. All right, salute to everybody that's in the chat. Bear with us. Like the video, share the video real quick. Hit the like button real quick. Keep the chat going. Okay. Yeah, you look hella dark.
Yeah, I am dressed in all black.
Yeah, but nah, that shouldn't be it.
It shouldn't be it?
Okay. Let me hit that one on real quick. All right, just read some of the comments.
All right,
Interact real quick while I fix this.
Let me see. Shout out to us. I was best. All the moderators in the chat. Everybody tune in right now. Shout out to all you guys. Let me see. Bad Brutal, what's up? Joker Wap says, is that Trap Boy? Yup,
that's me. What's up?
We about to get in some good topics tonight. Put some topics in the comments. Whatever you guys want us to touch up on, let us know right now in the comments. Maybe we missed something. Baby Blue Dramatic, what's up?
I can't even look no more. I can't even see, dog.
That's always best. What's up? All Bad Brutal says, what's up with it, Wedo?
What's up with you?
Let me see. Mr. Tech, Playboy, ¿qué onda, loco? ¿Qué onda? Aquí andamos al 100. Donald Trump, yeah, he pardoned some people. So I just got informed he pardoned some people. We'll touch up on it a little bit. Trap Boy, ponte las pilas.
Huevo, compa.
No es cierto, nadie dijo eso, yo lo dije.
It's Angie. Salute to everybody. What up?
CHK805, what's up, bro? Baby Blue Dramatic, go with Wedo.
What's up with you? What's really going on out there tonight?
Yup, El Barbero, what's up? Where's Blue Devil? He's getting everything right now behind the cameras and shit. Trump doesn't pardon Raza. Well, who should he pardon? Let us know. Who should Donald Trump pardon that is Raza? Let me know. I'm not too. Chapo? Shit.
Yeah.
Hell no. Se pasa de lanza, va.
Salute, Joe Victoria. Buenas noches to everybody tapping in the live right now. It's 11:22 over here on the West Coast. Shout out to everybody right now tapping in. Make sure you guys run the likes up. When you guys hit the like, it puts the video in the algorithm. Hit the like one time. You know? Baby Blue Dramatic, what's up? What's up, my boy? Yup. I don't know who Miguel Ángel Treviño Morales is. I think he's messing with me, bro.
No, sí, güey.
Oh, he's somebody?
Sí, yeah, he's somebody big.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
my bad.
Him and his brother, they're caught up.
Miguel Ángel Treviño Morales, Cotorro, Mataron, Macara. Like that one dude from Rush Hour.
Yeah.
What's his name? That actor.
Yeah. What's his name?
He's the one that plays Smokey.
Yeah, he's the one that plays Smokey, yeah. Con esto, mereto, como neto, que meto.
Yeah. Free Cain Velasquez. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I say free him. But he's coming home soon, I think. That one MMA fighter. If I'm not mistaken, Cain Velasquez.
Pues nomás hizo un año, ¿no?
Or he's already out or something like that. He's about to get out.
Según dice que nomás hizo que...
Yeah, that's
all.
exactly who they should pardon is Cain Velasquez.
Yeah.
You know, because he didn't do what he did with the intention of like to be malicious. He did it because he was protecting his family.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so
They did one of his family members wrong, huh?
yeah,
his daughter or something?
Yeah, they touched the daughter and he went out and handled business.
Yeah.
Like a real one should, you know?
Oh, Chris Tucker.
Yeah, Chris Tucker.
All right, salute to everybody. The life of the party is here. I know that I leave it up to these guys. The party will be over. Maybe Güero. Maybe Güero right here, homie. But all right. Salute to everybody that's in the building. Hit the like button. We got 150 people in the building. Let's continue to grow. We're gonna be live for a long time. All right. So look, we got a lot of topics at hand. Some of the topics are which ones? Playboy.
We got a new update on the Valeria Marquez case just recently, like 10 hours ago, and then some Pantheons, and let me see, some Donald Trump pardons.
Almighty Suspect and Brandon. And then we're gonna talk about some washed up rappers. And then also, I wanted to talk about the LA Icon scandal.
Oh,
we're gonna call it the scandal. The scandal. You know when TMZ reports, like they report on the scandal. So we're gonna talk about the LA Icon scandal.
Yeah.
The Rampart Division scandal. You know, everybody go to www.shophaterworld.com. All right, www.shophaterworld.com. Go purchase some merch. All right, I've said this once and I'll say it again. Anybody that gets merch always gets double or triple what they order. So we have a stack of T-shirts that sit there. So when you place an order, we'll grab something out of the stack and throw it on as extra. So go to www.shophaterworld.com. Anybody got any mentions?
Plugins? No
plugins. That means you guys ain't working hard enough.
No, it's okay.
No plugins.
No,
you don't run Hater World Espanol. You don't want people to come follow you.
Yes, I do. Yeah.
So what are you telling me for?
Shout it out.
My bad.
It is too
the Hater World Español. I run the Hater World Español, so I appreciate everybody that tapped in. That's from over there. That come in, let us know. You know.
And what do you got to say?
Wait, hold on. Where?
It's because I don't know how to say it, dog. I'm kind of like a little shocked.
On Instagram.
You want to trade spots with them?
Siéntate, no hay pedo. Yo me siento allá.
You don't know where?
The light. Hater World Español on Instagram.
On
yeah.
Instagram, okay.
On Instagram.
Right.
Yeah.
How do you feel about the people that said that it was your downfall already and you were on your way out?
No,
and the video was made about you too. So
no, pues está bien que se crean todos.
I did a video that said the end is here or something, right?
Yeah.
It's over for him.
And okay, tell him, fool. Tell him.
I'm gonna tell you guys straight up. About a week ago, no, maybe a few days ago, 3-4 days ago, Blue Devil dropped a video about Trap Boy where he marked his face out with an X. And you know when Blue Devil does that, he's about to go on a rant. So what was everybody assuming and thinking that's it? La despedida de Trap Boy, right? So knowing Trap Boy for a few years already, this dude goes to sleep late, wakes up like at 3 p.m., starts his day off, right? Maybe not 3 p.m. is pushing it, like 1, 2 p.m. That day, that video was postponed to drop like, 10 in the morning. This dude was up, showered, dressed, and on his phone, ready for the video to drop to make sure what was going to be talked about.
Dun.
Leche con pan.
Yeah.
Why, fool?
I'm still here, homie, so that tells you everything, dog.
That's right.
You know what I mean? So ain't gonna be no downfall for me. I keep going up. So whatever it is, even if I do mistakes, it's gonna be a help for me because I learned from something that I'm gonna proceed from.
Right.
You know, so anything that goes on, anything that happens at the moment, ni pedo, fuck, let them talk whatever they're gonna say, let them do whatever they wanna do. It's all good. I'm still here, homie.
So why were you worried waiting for the video to
No,
drop?
I wasn't worried. I'm just concerned. Like, damn.
What was gonna be said?
Yeah. But I understood what the whole part was, so it's all good. And like, pedo, todo bien.
You have a lot to learn. That's content.
Yeah, I mean, I got a lot to learn. So
If you
at
fall
least I'm
once, you get up again. You fall twice, you get up again. You
Yeah.
fall 3 times, you get up again. You fall again, ya estás bien pendejo.
good. Nah.
Hey, keep the mic like he does. You have
Yeah.
it too close.
Not
fool.
too close on,
Es
yeah.
como si estás
Kind of like,
comiendo nieve.
Nah, yeah, that's true, bro. Even though I fall, I still get up and get on my feet and go and keep going, you know?
yep, there you go. Now you're talking.
I learn. I keep on learning, so it's going to be a good advice for me to learn every single day. So I'm here, dog. What's up?
Salute to everybody that's in the building. All right, real quick. No, I'm not gonna announce that Friday one because I have a feeling that a couple of people might want to stop it. You
Okay.
know? So I'm not gonna announce it. Plus, some people said that there was like some dirt behind his name, fool, but that's just people trying to stop the progress. You know what I mean?
Yeah, maybe we should stop announcing, bro. Announcements are good because you get the
Hype.
people up to pouring hype. Like, oh, this dude is coming, we want to watch this, or
Yeah.
this female's coming, we want to watch this, or this entertainer, whatever. But if you look at all the big channels, bro, they don't really announce who's coming.
They just put the flyer up on
Yeah,
the
but-
day, like the thumbnail.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're right.
so
You're
maybe
right.
just the day of.
Friday, 7 p.m. We got a podcast, 200 boys right here. It's gonna be Opina. It's gonna be me and Opina. There's a seat open if you want to.
When is it?
Friday.
Oh yeah, I don't know about that day.
Yeah, if you want to pull up, there's a seat open. All right, let's start off with our first topic, bro. Let's get this one out the way real quick. Let's talk about the LA icon scandal. Güero, you keeping up to date with that?
No, I'm not. I just barely heard about it. You guys are talking about it right now, but I haven't.
How about you, Trap Boy?
Yeah, I kind of seen a little bit of what's going on.
Yeah, but I wouldn't have you narrate it.
No,
Playboy,
I'm not gonna
What
get
is going
into
on?
with that.
I don't know though. Should we? Isn't it?
All right, let's keep
What
it.
is
I'll keep
going
it
on?
sweet and simple. I'll keep it sweet
That's
and
not
simple.
being. That's too much cheese man over there.
Yeah, it is.
Those
but
two groups
it
right
is.
now, those two groups that are going at it right now, it's too much cheesemans, dog, and we don't do that.
Yeah, we don't. But
Why do they do that? Why do they indulge in the
so this
cheesemans
is
a lot?
yeah. So this is what I want to say. So there's a new podcast that's just up and coming right now, right? The guy that has this podcast has already tried 3 other podcasts, and all of them have failed. So now with this last attempt, he called out LA Icon. You know LA Icon?
I know who he is.
Yeah. Okay. So he called him out, and it is what it is with the things he said about him. But he brought his wife into it and started talking about who his wife was with before him, and who his wife dated, who she didn't date, what she did, what she did. I think that's too much. I think it's excessive. What do you think about that?
I think it's way too excessive. You want to start bringing in family members and stuff like that. If it's beef between them two, it's between them two. They need to stay between them two. Once you start doing that, that's just childish. It's just so childish.
Now, to keep it real, she a gangster. Like gangsta. More gangster than LA Icon.
Yeah.
In the words of the in the words of what? In the words of the narrative. Okay? We don't know. But in the words of what floats around, she more gangster than the husband.
Well, then she needs
Is she
to
with
jump
the
on a
business?
fucking podcast and speak her mind too. Then if
Oh,
she
she
feels
did.
offended.
She did.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah, she did.
Damn. I look at it like this. I feel like that was a cheap shot.
Facts.
I do believe in when you're at war, everything goes, right? I do believe that. But I feel like that was a cheap shot. Like, look, if he basically, like, if my enemigo don't got nothing to say, like, he ain't never seen me, because they ain't never seen each other like that, like, confrontational wise, right? So, like, if you don't got nothing on me, I would expect you to say something else, and she's mad with something else, dog. Because you can't say that you've never put your hands on me. You can't say that you ever ran up on me and were aggressive towards me, and I backed out, you know? So that was a cheap shot. That was like a low blow. Like, that's the only thing that you could speak up on, because you can't speak up on nothing else, you know? That's what I feel like as far as that goes. No, I don't know.
So well, there was a shot that you might be able to relate to. The new podcast said, hey, I met LA Icon when he was young in the county jail, and that fool was hungry, and I bought him a gang of soups. He's sort of trying to diss him that he was broke. Is that a, like an ultimate cheap shot? Because when you're in there, it's supposed to be like brotherhood.
I mean, like when you first hit there, you know what I mean? You might not go in there with no money. It might take a minute to get money on your books. So, yeah, I mean, you know what I mean? But, yeah, cheap shot, yeah. He's once again, he's being a child. He's trying to bring up little things, like, you know what I mean, to tickle his fancy. But, I mean, really, if you sit back and look at it, I mean, who doesn't touch down first, hungry as hell, and you're like, hey, you want a soup? You want a soup?
Facts.
You know what I mean?
Facts. That's the way it is, even in county.
Right.
You know, when the homies are coming in for and they ain't got nothing, and then they might be your bunkie or close to you, you shoot them some. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
So to use that against somebody, I thought it was scandalous when he said that, dog. I was like, damn. Like, one thing I don't fuck with, like, is food. Like, if somebody's hungry, dog, like right now they had that lady that was outside with that dog.
Right.
There's some lady, like a homeless lady, she'll walk through here with 2 dogs. I always feed the dog, fool. You know, like the dogs that she comes with, I always feed the dogs.
Right.
And then I give her some waters. I don't think that people should play with, like, when it comes to food. Anything else, go for it, dog.
Yeah.
You know, but I think it's scandalous when somebody try to, like, remember that one time, fool, you were starving and I bought you lunch? Man, fuck you, homie. You know what I mean?
Yeah, one thing I don't understand is the calling out through the camera thing, you know? Like, is if it's a personal issue, why it's like a thing for nowadays, I guess, where you get in front of a camera and you call out who you don't like and you challenge them to a fighting match, but then it really, what does it do for you, you know? I'm pretty sure if you really want to get that like that, you can really make some phone calls and make something happen, or if you really go lurking, you know?
Yeah.
But it's a new day and age now, so.
And they all know each other. That's the crazy shit.
That's the
they
crazy
all have each
thing,
other's
yeah.
numbers, so for them to do that, you know, it's crazy. But
Is that a clout move? Was that a clout move?
I understand it because it's content, right? As far as like you know, nowadays, fool, like, all right. So nowadays, if you're in the media, like, everything you do it for the content,
Right.
you know. In that podcast, they're up and coming, so they're trying to get some noise. You know, they're trying to get some noise cracking over there, and they had to get that off their chest. So I get it, but I think it went a little too far with the wife and who she slept with and all that. I don't think that was for the internet, because I'll tell you why I don't think it's for the internet. Because you get all the little weird bozos in the chat that now they think they know something. And now they'll see the girl on her podcast. Hey, so is it true that you slept with so and so? It opens it up for the weirdos, bro.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
And also, it's not like she did that while she was with LA Icon, you know?
Yeah, facts.
Like, everybody has a past, you know, though? Like, it's not like, plus she's an older woman, you know, so it's not like, oh, she's been a virgin all this whole time.
Trap Boy had a past. He's from Mexico. He used to fuck the goats.
And chickens.
And chickens.
Yeah.
You know, everybody has a past. Everybody had ex-girlfriends, ex-boyfriends.
Look how long it took you to process that.
Hey, look how long
That's why you'll never be a podcaster.
No, because I'm thinking of what the fuck are you guys saying? That's some bullshit, dog.
No,
You're probably thinking, like, how did they know?
fuck.
Pues sí, güey.
I was wondering why all my chickens were coming up dead. You know what I mean? They're ripped open and shit.
But I don't know, bro. That was like, it's not like he cheated on LA Icon and shit, you know?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So I don't know why that needed to be brought up to the light, you know?
Yeah, cheap shots, bro. And I guess they don't like each other either. So, Rich Homie Juan from the food community, salute to him, dog. I'll rock with him, bro. I'll rock with him. He shows love, and he's been cool, and I can't say nothing bad about him.
Yeah, his content has always been neutral.
It's always been neutral.
Yeah.
And then he got some with Icon, and Icon's my homie. I know him from like 2006, 7. You know, we've been in the game almost the same amount of time. So I mean, I'm left out the loop. I got nothing to say bad about each other, but they have their own beef, so I can't call it on how they. One of them's not from a gang, a civilian. The other one's from a gang. So can you really blame the one that's not from a gang for doing whatever he wants to do? Like, that's how they. Some of them. That's how they get down for it. I mean, they're not gang related, so they don't follow protocol. They don't follow the guidelines. They do whatever they want. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so,
but I feel like even though you don't pertain to a
morals?
gang, but if you're in the streets like that, you have to somehow still follow the protocol, bro.
The conduct, the morality conduct.
Yeah.
You know, I get it. You know, but to each their own, and every man's gonna do what every man wants to do.
Yeah.
But like I said, the only thing I see wrong with it is that it opens the floodgates for the lames. Because I see them, and even in my comments, hey fool, is it true that this guy boned this girl? And I'll be like, what the like? It's just weird.
10
You know what I
years
mean?
ago too. At that, you know.
No, but to have to explain that to a bunch of little weird motherfuckers in the chat, dog, it's crazy, bro. That's why it's like that's what sucks.
Oh, but you know what?
Trolls.
But to who was it? The rich homie Juan.
Yeah.
Yeah, but to his defense, also I think what he was trying to prove, he was just trying to prove something else, and that had to do with what they were speaking about.
Oh, that's right.
To his defense, maybe that.
But you know what's the weirdest shit about it? That Compa Foco was right there, right? That's what we call him, Compa Foco. And he from a gang, right? He claims to be a big ass sureño, and he does all this shit with his hands and all this weird shit, right? Like throwing up gang signs and shit, right? All right. He's from a gang and he's right there, dog. If you see something go down that's not right, ain't you gonna be like, hey, homie, slow it down real quick? Like, hey, homie, we don't get down like that.
Yeah.
Hey, bro, whatever you say right now is gonna brush off on me, and I don't want that image on me. That's how you know he's a lame.
Yeah.
Because if this fool would have said some funny shit, I'll stop him with the quickness, though.
Right.
Because we're not gonna do that type of shit, and I'm sure Wedo would too.
Because they're all on the same team over there. On that podcast, they're all on the same team. So I see it.
So,
but if they had a guest who's not part of their podcast, and that guest was speaking that, you go ahead and speak your mind. You.
So you're saying they were all in on it?
No. I get what you're saying. That it's cool that he should have cleaned it up for him. Like told him, hey, don't speak on that. Yeah. Because they're all on the same podcast. They're all on the same boat. Yeah, for sure.
They're a team, homie.
Yeah, if it was a guest speaking out then
let him do it.
Let him do
Let him do whatever he wants. Because when we have a guest up here and he wants to get some off his mind, let him do it. That's on him. But if we're a group right here, homie, and we're a team, and somebody says some funky ass shit, and you know he's a resident or a civilian, and I'm here and I'm listening to it, I'm still gonna shut it down.
Or maybe because it was pre-recorded. If he didn't say nothing on the video, it's like, all right, cool, he probably missed it or whatever. But after, like, hey, bro, don't even put that piece in there.
Facts. That's what a real one would do.
Yeah.
But a clout chasing ass bitch is gonna say run it.
Yeah, because disrespecting negra like that, like, I don't know, bro. That was a little bit too much, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't need to defend her or anything, but I'm just saying it felt like a low blow. But
she'd whoop your ass for.
To each his own.
She'd whoop your ass.
Own, you know?
She'd probably whoop my ass too.
I'd let her whoop my ass.
I'll let her two-piece me.
The first two words that he says all night.
Hey, you better. What are you talking about, homie? Is that a sexual advance over there?
No.
I think it's the fucking sweatsuit. The sweatsuit is fucking game changer.
Yeah, it's feeling like
he's ice cream man.
Yeah, right now he's feeling himself. He thinks he's back east, fool. You know what I mean? Fucking like at a bodega or something like that.
Yeah.
No more. Not those days. No more.
No more.
They're gone.
He's outside the bodega at the little picnic chairs.
Acting like he's selling fucking newspapers, but he's really selling fucking bootleg fucking videotapes.
But all I do gotta say to that is that those are their issues, you know. Let them handle it however it comes.
Facts.
You know?
Keep us out of it.
Yeah, most definitely.
But I do find it hypocritical that all the time it's like chisme this, chisme that, but only when it's beneficial to all you guys. Huh?
Oh yeah, for
sure. Like I ain't tripping, you know, because I understand the game, but only when it's beneficial to all you other guys. And all that ain't chisme is when you're talking about what woman sleeps with what guy, huh? That ain't or this and that. Come on, bro.
So yeah, there you go. So okay, when I started doing reactions, nobody was doing them for our people, for our culture. Nobody. It was unspoken of. It was what else would you say? It was
voodoo.
It was unseen. It was what's that other word I'm looking for? It was no. It was
it was nothing but shenanigans.
No. The word I'm looking for. It was taboo. It was taboo. It was taboo. All right. And here I come along. And now I'm reacting to shit, giving my 2 cents on it, and everybody was like, "Oh, that's chisme. Oh, that's this." And it really wasn't, because all I was doing was watching the video and inputting my thoughts. I'm not adding to it. I'm not subtracting from it, and I'm not doing no funky shit. I'm just giving you my thoughts, right? Cool. Everybody thought it was chisme. Oh, this, and that. Fool, give it a year. I'm everybody's father. Now everybody does it. And they do it in a nasty ass way, which is like 1,000,000 times worse than me. But I open them floodgates for these fools to feel comfortable, because the narrative was Southsiders ain't supposed to be on cameras. You get in trouble, you know. But once I did it and they saw that nothing happened, oh, okay, I could do it too then. Boom. The thing is that I was doing it with class. These fools are being sloppy. So all that shit they said about us, look at them and look at us now.
I think it's more. I think it's more of staying in your lane. You know what I mean? You're not up here fucking. You know what I mean? Loose lips, loose mouth. You know what I mean? You're keeping to the facts. You know what I mean?
Yeah, just
everybody's gonna look for any way to get a fucking arousal out of you. You know what I mean? Because you most of the time you're just like, all right, fuck you, whatever, this and that. You know what I mean? You're not gonna go back and forth with them, and then that's what they don't like. They want to get that back and forth with you. I see, you know what I mean? When we're looking up at the screen, I see a bunch of bullshit, but we always skip through that shit. You know what I mean?
Facts.
But anytime they get arousal out of you, that's what they want.
I always say I pick and choose, and I'll tell you why. A lot of people think that's wrong, but I'll tell you this. I pick and choose who I want to give my energy to because some people ain't worth my time, dog. And if I see that you're somebody that really, you know, not worth my time in that type of way, but in the way where it's like, I'm going to get something out of it, I'm not going to argue with a fucking goofy or some bitch-ass fool. I'm going to argue with somebody on my weight class. You know what I mean? If that makes any sense.
Yeah. I just find it like I look at it like this. You know, when you give somebody your game plan on how you're gonna go make some money, and then they don't believe you, like, look at this dummy, he ain't gonna do nothing, and then you come back with a bag. Oh, now like, oh, how'd you do it? How did you? Now they want to do it too.
Hey, thank you. Sergio says, I recall LA Icon saying, leave all the drama and chisme for the hater world. He did say that on one of his pods, and look at him now. Sometimes, fool, it comes and it's not you that brings it. Like, he didn't ask for that drama to come to him. It came to him, right?
Right.
So a lot of the shit that we had also came to us. We were just doing what we do, and boom, what are we supposed to do, dog?
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So, hey, listen, in this content game, the bigger you get, the more people are going to talk about you. So LA Icon is not the first, and it's not going to be the last, big dog. All right, let's move on from that.
Let's go.
What else we got? What are we talking about? Oh, the findings on that girl. You read up on that. I didn't read up on that.
I seen it probably about 8-9 hours ago on the Valeria Marquez case. The woman, the 23-year-old woman who got unalived while on live in her salon in Jalisco, turned out, I don't know if you guys follow me on TikTok, Real Playboy Show. The last video I did, I had posted the woman who turned off her live was one of her friends that worked at the salon for her, right? Because she was the owner of that salon. And she turned off the live. Her name was Erika. It's all over the news, guys.
That's the one that reached over and went like this?
And turned off the live, yeah. And I said it on my TikTok that girl looked like she got some demons on her, because I don't know what regular woman, right? Not from the streets, not from that life, who just sees somebody get unalive that shows no emotion, you know, like no screaming, no panic, no. And you guys know women and females have a lot of emotions. Not all of them, but most of them, right?
She didn't scream, she didn't yell,
nothing, bro. And you look in her eyes, dog, and she looked like she's carrying some demons around, right?
Yeah.
You could just tell, fool. And it turns out to be that she's in custody right now because she was the one that shot her from the back.
What?
Yes. Breaking news. That she was the one that shot her from the back 3 times, bro.
Did you get that from Hater World Espanol?
No.
Oh.
No.
I wonder why.
I got that from my own due diligence, right? So she got shot from the back, and basically they try to frame the delivery guy. They try to frame the delivery guy by setting him there to send the gifts and shoot her at the time that he walked in to make it seem like he was a shooter.
Oh, wow.
Yup.
Did you know that one?
And you know what's crazy, dog? That they got her, which is the woman who shot her, but also as she's on live, she's getting text messages from her actual best friend, right? She's getting text messages and she's holding her up in there like, oh, just wait, the gifts are almost there. And she said, talking about like she wants to
that
leave.
one was in on it too?
Well, she's still not a suspect, you know, so that's not for me to say. But from what all the internet and all the comments on there are saying, that she should be looked into also. Allegedly, right? But you know what's scary, dog? That nobody's seen but me. If you go follow my TikTok, you will see me breaking that piece down. She's on live, and then she has a separate phone, and she's getting text messages from her best friend Vivian, and she says this in Spanish. La Vivian dice que me espere porque tiene un regalo costoso. Ay, ¿quién me va a mandar un regalo costoso? Y que viene en una bolsa negra. right?
Oh.
So nobody understood that. Nobody they broke
body
down.
bag.
Yes, there you go. I explained it to Trav. Trav still didn't even get it right. So everybody,
now.
everybody in the lives that's doing reactions on that, they didn't understand that. She was like, algo costoso y en una bolsa negra, and you guys
Yeah,
go
your
watch.
life.
Yeah, that's your life.
Your life, your valuable
Life ended up in a body bag,
You didn't post that?
and they
Should have posted it again.
He
and
posted
again.
Los Tigres del Norte though.
Over and over. Why?
That's crazy though, dog. That they played with her life like that. You know,
Yeah,
like
it is.
even taunting her before her demise. It's just chilling, bro.
Yeah, but there was nothing going back and forth. She just they just hated her for no reason at all.
She was just fucking with the wrong people.
As soon as she passed away, bro, her best friend changed her. They used to call her, the girl that passed away, they used to call her Barbie. As soon as she passes away, the homegirl changes her TikTok name because she had Barbie as her TikTok handle, changes her and adds her as Barbie. She made herself the Barbie.
So my question is, hold on.
Yeah.
When they waited for the delivery guy to pull up, right?
Mm-hmm.
The delivery guy was in front of the girl. I'm the
Right.
girl. The delivery guy's right there,
Yep.
right? You're the friend on the side.
The homegirl
The
shot it
delivery
through her
guy
back.
never shot her.
Never.
The delivery guy never shot the girl.
Nope.
The girl shot the friend.
Yep, through the back seat. Like somebody's behind you and they shoot through the seat. And in your head.
That's why you never let nobody sit behind you.
Yep. And they got a witness already
And
coming forward.
what did the delivery guy do?
Nothing.
Nothing. He was
ran?
just delivering the Starbucks that
He
was
ran?
there. I don't know. I don't know that. I don't know.
Damn.
I don't know. But yep.
Yeah, but you know, there's all kinds of stuff like that posted like that. I mean, similar. I just watched one similar to what you said right now. That shit just always happens. You know what I mean? Things happen in life that just. And you were talking about how she looks so cool. She looks, you know, she has demons on her and this and that. Maybe it's just life itself that you don't know where that person's living. In, you know what I mean? That, you know, on the planet. Period. You could, other countries are different ways. This country
Yes.
it's where you grew up at. You know what I mean, or where you're from, or wherever you choose to be. You know what I mean?
Yes.
You might be witnessing murders or people get beat down or whatever like that. So it doesn't affect you, not because you have demons or like
Demons,
that.
you
It's just that's
takes
a
a
way of
toll on you.
life. That's a way of life, or just the whole, you know, your little hustle or however you survive. That's on you.
You're right.
You know what I mean? Unless you're like that weak minded and everything. You want to be somebody that's a follower. You know what I mean? Like
Yep.
you know what I mean? Easy to persuade and all that shit.
Trap. Go fix the screen, fool.
Please.
Hey, that's crazy.
Yeah,
fool, that
dog.
the friend shot her. Damn. That's why that ghost. ¿Qué hiciste, Valeria? That's crazy, right?
Oh,
who-
yeah.
who is
Que
that?
hiciste es Vivian.
Vivian is the one that shot her?
Vivian is the one that's texting her, holding her up in there.
Oh man, dog. It makes all sense.
Yep.
That is crazy, wow, bro.
That's crazy, bro.
That the friend would do that. Damn.
Yeah.
Over what though? They don't know yet.
No, bro. It's because this is what I tell a lot of people that for the ones that live in Mexico, no, right? But for the ones that only go and visit here and there, when you go see your abuelita and everything is fine. But when you're there for a minute, bro, people are over there, bro, with nothing to do, bro. Sometimes jealousy kicks in a lot, bro. I've seen a lot of stuff over there, and some people are just looking out their window, plotting, waiting on their next lick, waiting on their next move, bro.
Yeah.
There's no movement out there like it is over here. There is for some people, but not for a lot. A lot of people over there are stagnant, bro.
Hey, so the delivery guy is gonna probably be the missing piece to fix it to clarify everything.
Yeah,
Bro.
and she did get a ramo, like, you know, when she passed away, they put the red caution tape and everything outside. Somebody delivered some roses that say perdóname.
Oh yeah. This is me sorry.
Yeah, forgive me. Yeah.
What
it's
are your
just-
2 cents, Trap Boy?
What do you think?
I don't know. I just see it as fucking. This is too much tension between influencers out there in Mexico that they put themselves in a bad position where they fuck around with the wrong people and shit happens to
But
them.
you're
at
not
the
hearing
end,
the
you know what I
story?
mean? Yeah,
It was between friends.
Yeah, but still, it's
Envy.
Like,
Give
it's
a-
not only like that. I'm just giving my
In
own
general.
opinion of how it goes down when shit like that happens. You know?
Do you ever feel like that about somebody?
Do I ever feel bad?
Yeah.
I mean, it's fucked up, bro.
Whoa.
It is fucked up. That shit goes down like that, you know. That's why
Yeah.
you gotta be.
But also
Switch on everything
take in
wherever,
consideration. Also, remember the story we gave like 2 lives before, where I said the story about you and how I had another friend over there, and you had like a big what was it, ice pick on you, and it
Stop
fell.
making shit up, Trap Boy. Facts.
Remember when I said that story, and it could have ended bad? That could have been something like that. So
Did you hear?
do you have any advice on stuff like that? How should people who should they pick wisely? Who they hang
Yeah,
around?
of course they gotta trust. Pick and choose who they're around with, especially when it comes down to friends. Because
How do you do that, though?
You never know, dog. You never know who can just. There's a lot of. I'm gonna put it to you like this, dog. You know, anybody could be your friend, but eventually somebody's gonna stab you in the back, and it's gonna be a fuck up.
So how do you
Going
catch it
over.
before it happens? What do you think?
I mean, based by fucking expression, it's just a person who
Experience.
how it is, dog. You know, negativity tells you everything when you have somebody that's there around you all the time. You know, and eventually somebody that's gonna come to you like that. I mean, that tells you everything right there. You get the fuck out of there. You know what I mean? Because those people right there is not to be trusted at all, dog. That's how I am. Cuando yo estoy con gente que estoy alrededor, güey, and I see people looking at me like sideways or whatever, like I pay attention to how they go about, dog.
But do you feel like are you just saying that? But what if there's always liquor around and the substances you like to use?
That could be another.
You staying.
That could be another great too, dog.
But you staying even though they're two-faced because you like that party.
I mean,
See what I'm saying?
yeah, that's kind of.
See,
yeah.
you're being hypocritical right now.
Well, I mean,
Because they could be backstabbers in that party all you want, but you like being around all that.
pues eso me pasa a mí por andar de pendejo en ese mismo en el momento, you know.
See, you have to learn from that
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, yeah.
because you think life is so sweet. I don't know what you've seen before.
I keep myself away from that now, dog. Like yo no me pongo en esos pinches pedos donde pasan de que me meto en un lado.
Because
y
let
no
me
sé
tell you
dónde
something,
conozco,
Trap.
like, hell no,
Let me
dog.
tell you something, Trap, from experience, and I know Güero can speak up on this too. It happens before you won't even know it hit you, bro. It just
Yeah, it
happens,
just
bro.
happens from nowhere.
It could happen any day, at any time. It don't matter if it's daytime. It don't matter if all the people in there are your family, bro. Anything could go wrong at any time.
Yeah.
You always have to be prepared, bro.
See, that's a problem that I had before. I had a problem too, where I used to get. I thought I could easily get into like juntarme con la gente sin conocer a nadie, ¿sabes cómo?
Yeah, no.
Y no, la verga que se me matan 3 veces, güey.
Yeah, life ain't
Like,
no
I
joke,
almost
bro.
got killed, dog, and after that I said, hell no, fool, you know. That's why I started paying attention to who am I with, and if I'm with somebody and I go to this place, olvídate, yo ya no voy, dog. Yo no salgo.
Yeah.
I'm staying indoors, dog. I don't give a fuck. Call me whatever the fuck you gonna call me. Me vale verga. That's just me, dog. I'm not gonna trust nobody, homie. I don't trust nobody, dog.
See, there's a difference between, like, I mean, hold on, I might be going the wrong way with this, but there's a difference between preparing yourself for whatever might come to knowing what might come, because you might not even know what's coming. So how are you
Yeah.
going to prepare for something that you don't see coming?
Como te digo, me ha pasado varias veces donde me esperan las cosas where I don't expect it at the time, and shit happens, you know. And that's
Yeah.
how I know to pay attention to from now on.
Like a sixth sense or something like that,
Yeah,
or
I
is it
gotta
from
watch
like
my
first
sixth,
experience
yeah.
that you experienced when it went on?
From those 3 experiences that I had, I first time didn't go through, second time didn't go through, the third time just hit it and said, that's it, fool, you know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sometimes you learn like that.
Everything,
Yeah,
dog.
learning the hard way.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, that's a crazy case. You guys go check that out.
So she's in custody then?
She's in custody right now, yeah, and they have a witness, so.
Did you guys hear about the one? It happened a while back now, but right down the street from here, at the little fucking restaurant down here, where old boy fucking hired somebody to kill his wife, and then
Oh, yeah.
shot right here. It's like right here.
What?
So
Yeah.
every time me and my family drive by it, like it's like one of the things we talk about. We're like,
Yeah.
and they busted like 4 or 5 people, like that were all connected to it. You know what I mean?
So it was just a regular guy, or?
No, it was somebody that was in a relationship with somebody he just got tired of, I guess. Instead of doing it the fucking the simple and, you know, insane way, would be just, you know what I mean, let's separate, let's go half and half, you whatever, go your separate ways, you know what I mean? Unless you're really like, hey, just despise that person, then that's when you run through the ringer. But he was like, fuck this, I'm gonna get her out the way, and I'm gonna get. They had a couple little restaurants, the same little restaurants, you know, sprinkled around.
yes.
Yes.
So
yes.
Blacks pulled up that day. He was like, "Hey, fool, they got everything taped up
Yeah.
the street, blah blah
They had
blah."
everything blocked
And the
up.
next day, we seen it, fool. There was a lady getting out the car. She was married, and her husband sent a hitman to get her in broad daylight.
Yeah.
And that fool had a strap
And
like
it
a
jammed
with
on
a
him.
sniper, fool.
Yeah.
With a sniper. And that fool was running around. He was chasing her around the car
the vehicle, uh-huh.
with a big old silencer.
Because
fool.
it jams, you know.
Yeah, fool. And he got her, fool. He smoked her, and he paid them $5,000 each.
Yeah,
they got caught.
no. But this, just like all these other people that they haven't got paid for people's bounties.
Yeah.
They haven't got paid, or if they did get paid, it was like a small nibble of nothing. You know what I mean? Like the one for Dolph, or you know what I mean? Or like all those that like murder for hires.
Yeah.
They didn't get. You know, the only ones that really got paid, they really didn't get paid in cash. Was the chain. But see, the same thing right here. Like right, what happened right here?
That's too many people to go on something like that though.
No. If you really want something
done,
but you know what's that saying? If you want something done, do it yourself.
Do it yourself.
Yeah. Do it yourself. Because
I
mean that way you know what I mean. Even if you have to double back on some shit and make it snuff. You know what I'm saying? Shit.
I seen that and it's just crazy, bro. Like, what do you think about that? That's doing too much, no?
Yeah,
for homeboy?
way too much.
Like, just let that lady go.
Yes.
Like,
that life insurance is not that important. You know what I mean? Fucking none of that is. But
one thing I preach a lot about is like, once you guys finish that relationship, go about your way. You go that way, she goes that way. I'm pretty sure the woman gonna find a bunch of lovely men who want to date her, and the man's gonna find somebody eventually, bro. Like, ain't no pussy worth around doing all that.
No,
dog.
never.
But there is fucked up people around there that will fuck you up.
This
for
is a
sure,
scorned
dog.
man. That's why
he's
scorned. He's like, you know what? There is some fucked up people.
Yeah,
There's
no.
fucked up people that fuck you around with you. Like,
it's okay.
You know they're out there.
hasta lo peor, güey. Te imaginas hasta que te hacen lo más que tú no te imaginas. They're like, damn, fool. Like, you know, over this little shit, dog.
Yeah, but you know what, Trap Boy? When you go through life experiences and this girl could have done the worst to you, ain't no teardrop gonna fall from my eye, bro.
Fool. When you're sitting in that corner, fool, all curled up, fucking fetal position, fucking crying, dude, fucking, why she do this to me? Then you're like,
sorry.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah, when you didn't seen death already like 20 times, and then you gonna cry over that.
Yeah, he got turned up, like, you know what I mean? Like all the killer came out of him real quick.
Llorando, hell no.
But a lot of guys, bro, they get their girls a BBL. They get the girls a BBL. I don't know if you noticed that, and then they feel like
you got to invest in something.
Yeah, and then they feel like they're the owner of that, you know, and then they get all butthurt and scorned when their lady leaves. I'm like, dog, come on, bro.
Yeah, exactly. You don't buy something for somebody expecting fucking something out of it. You know what I mean? Unless it was already stipulated in the deal. You know what I mean? Shit.
You got it. You used it, and now it's gone. Now somebody else is gonna use that, bro. It's just the way of the game.
Sí, una jaina, güey, si la vas a tener para tenerla, güey, she's gonna be there, dog.
Yeah.
I was like that.
You know what I mean? Pero si no, y andas ahí, vales vergas, fucking let that shit go, dog. Give in to the next and let it worry about yourself and go on forward,
like
dog.
a true pimp.
You know what I mean? Go on forward and do something else better.
And a lot of dudes see the red flags up front, but they're like, nah, she's too bad. And then look what they get caught up in, you know?
Es por eso ellos tienen la culpa porque ellos se meten en eso y se dejan, güey.
There you go.
They don't stand up for themselves, dog.
You can't speak for it. You've never been through it.
I mean, fuck it. I've seen it, homie.
So what?
I mean, that tells you everything. That shows me that who I am gonna be when she comes down like that.
When you meet a girl and you get pussy with a different
I'll put my pants down, homie.
How look at this? I would hope you would.
I'll put my pants on.
Hey, but look.
Yo sí me amarro un huevo y lo que es, güey.
He went straight to
He never had a girl in his life.
You can tell by what you just now said right now. How many hyenas have you had live inside the house with you?
I've had hyenas that...
One mic, fool.
Okay. I've had hyenas that, you know, they try to push up on me, like, you know, like, nah, relax. I'm the one with the balls, homie, you know? So I'm the one that's gonna demand what's going on. You're not gonna tell me what to do. What the fuck?
Oh, okay.
Never, dog. Never.
Okay.
What did they want you to do?
Yo no sé, güey, pero...
No, there's a fine line.
Sí, I mean,
explain it. What did they want you to do?
Pues yo el dejado de que baby this y que la verga.
No, say
it. Give us an explanation, because there is a fine line between also being overly like nah, me, you don't tell me.
Like expecting me to give everything to them and to be really like bien, ¿cómo se dice? Como perrito, güey. ¿Sabes cómo?
Explain
your last situation, then that made you feel that way.
Okay,
like, what did she tell you?
Okay, the last situation I had was with this girl that I was dating for over a year, you know. Pero esa jaina, güey, era bien presionaba mucho las cosas, como like she had the like she was over me or something, dog, you know. Y pues yo entiendo, güey, hay veces que las jainas también son bravas, güey, y todo el pedo, pero hey, al último del día, they're females, I'm a man, you know what I mean, when shit comes down to that. So esta jaina nomás me trajo problemas, era tóxica and shit like that. Y no, güey, la neta, yo puse enfrente, I was like, fuck this, you know, I'm not gonna tell you what to do, telling me that to you want this, you want that. Start giving them everything, handing them everything that I had off my package. Work my ass off to give them everything. Like, fuck no, dog. I gotta work for myself too. If you need something, let's go. You know what I mean? We could get together and do something together and share it. Y pues, ¿sabes cómo? Like, shit like that, pero cuando tienes una jaina que nomás te está encimando y se la quiere tirar de brava y puras pendejadas y medio y no se controla, like, no control whatsoever, fool, and she tries to go over you, dog, like, fuck all that shit, dog.
Okay.
Fuck all that shit.
I mean, if she's your girlfriend,
Well, I mean,
and
yeah, I
not
gotta
your-
understand that she's your
not your
girlfriend.
wife,
I mean,
no
it's
kids
just
with her.
It's just something simple.
Okay.
It's not too crazy where you're in marriage already and shit is serious, dog. And
Okay.
you have kids and you have your house. You got fucking responsibilities going on. Fool, it's something simple, fool. Like, you're barely starting and you're barely going up, and to go shit like that too crazy, empezando, like, fuck that, dog.
So you set your boundaries. with
Yeah,
her.
like, fuck
Oh.
it, on the instant, dog. On the instant.
Okay.
You know
What are your boundaries?
What are your boundaries? Like,
I'm not
what are
gonna say that.
three things? What do you mean? What are 3 things that a woman should do or should know?
Respect me because I'm a man, you know?
All right. What else?
I mean, ¿pa' qué te digo?
Respect is one.
Yeah,
respect is good.
one. Yeah, respect
Right?
is one. Y
What
pues,
else? What do you think?
¿qué te
One
puedo
more.
decir? Una más.
Yeah.
De que se relajen, güey.
Okay. Can she wear like a?
Fool, I don't give a fuck what she
What she
wears, what
wears?
she does, whatever. She
Okay.
gets no attention, pero a mí me
No,
vale verga.
When
She does whatever the fuck she
if
wants.
She could wear some little ass shorts.
Hey, that's on her. She wants to give herself that attention and open
So,
a todos pa' que ella. That's on her. She fucks
you're
up. She
telling me,
fucks up.
wait. So you're telling me she comes in here right now, fool, and it's us four. We're just kicking it, fool. We're watching the game. Well, whatever, not. She comes in here, fool, because she likes to watch the game too, right? Excuse me. She comes in here, fool. She got some juicy shorts on. It says juicy in the back, fool. Boom, they're a little loose on her, fool. But she has no panties on, fool. She comes right here, she sits right here, fool. Look, listen to me. Sits right here, fool, and she's like, what the fuck, yeah, you know what I mean? And everybody's right here looking for it, and everybody can see that shit, fool. You don't give a fuck she's wearing like that?
No, pues sí, lo voy a correr, le voy a decir que ahí se
That
siente
says a
la
lot about
verga.
yourself, homie. You know what I mean? Like you gotta care about something, fool. You
I
gotta
mean,
care
of
about how
course,
she feels.
yeah,
all
I
that
gotta
stuff.
care about shit like that, pero yeah, que...
No, because you're seeming
No
real
se respeta
hostile
pa'
right now.
nada.
You're like, well, I'm not saying like this. I'm gonna tell you right now, fool, you ain't never had no pussy live in the house with you, fool.
Facts.
That's on gang, fool. You can tell, fool. You still fucking
Big
like,
facts.
like you're big wet.
I've dated,
fucking
okay,
green
I've dated,
fucking
but I've never
ears.
stuck to nobody in the house.
Never,
yeah, exactly,
fool,
yeah.
never, fool.
I'm just saying
I
an
really
experience
don't
of what I'm
think-
going, like...
Trouble
shit
gets
like that.
pussy with.
I don't think he's never really seen nothing like too long in time from fucking beginning to the end. Not without paying for it.
Porque
You know what I mean?
nunca me he casado,
Not where she's like literally just juicing him.
Right,
Oh
right.
yeah, I'm a little bit here and there. You know, he's loving it. Fool. So he's spending a little bit of money he's making or hustling or whatever the fuck, whatever he's smoking on, whatever. Right to her. Fool, here, don't leave, don't make you feel good. I don't want to be myself. You could tell, fool, and then somebody fucking just. I mean, I don't know how she did it to you, fool, but you were really fucking. I don't know. It could have even been your mom that left or something, fool. But you're real hostile.
But
Like
you know
when
what?
he brought up the relationship.
You're right, Weddle, because
he's like,
let me tell you one thing I do know about Trap Boy. Trap Boy, when he got out recently, bro, a year ago, I remember he was. I'm gonna just say it, dog.
Watching Bombay,
He was meeting up with this girl. He was liking this girl, right? And she was okay giving him that little bit of attention.
Excuse me.
Not too much to where like she completely messed with him, but enough attention to make him go and spend $600 on an outfit just to go see her, dog.
What the fuck?
like every time you would go to see her,
Nah, I
like
was
you
not
would have
even
to spend
like
something
that.
though.
Yeah.
I was not
You
even...
would
Come
have to
on,
spend
dog.
something.
Nah.
something
I remember you spent that whole check and you only had like $100 left
Fool, that
over
was
to take
just
her
me
out.
because I didn't have shit,
So, I'm
dog.
gonna tell you right now, there's nothing wrong with that. But as long as is like she's deserving of it, you know what I mean? Like
No,
fucking.
No, I understand that,
And
like-
if you're just going over for like one thought alone, and you're like fucking, I don't give a fuck. It cost me $600.
No, she
I'm
wasn't
gonna
giving
get
it
some.
up.
No,
She didn't give it up or nothing. He was
Even-
barely like in the beginning
she gave it up.
stages.
Fool, if I wish I had a cane right now, fool, and I would do that.
got one.
Hello, McFly. You know what I mean? Fuck. Shit. That's
Nah, I
crazy,
didn't
Trap
spend
Boy.
no fucking $600 just to go check out.
It don't matter how much it was, fool. Like, but she
I didn't have
like
shit, I
played
just
you
didn't
for.
have
She's like,
nothing.
I want the ice cream, and I'm gonna get one.
Yeah, you gotta make sure you complete the mission though, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know.
No,
Not
but
fool, but-
you know what? Sometimes there's just
just
gold
doesn't.
diggers out there, like they're gold diggers. Fool. They're just gonna
Yeah.
and then I mean,
Sí, pues
She
nomás
was
fueron
one, huh,
contigo.
dog? Because she wouldn't talk to him. Like, this fool would hit her up, and then all of a sudden it was payday, and she'd be like, where are we
Boom.
going tonight? And I was like, hey, dog, look, don't do it, fool.
and he never thought once to do this. You know what I mean? No. He was like, I'm gonna get something, just like when he was in that bar when he was about to get raped by the guy and the girl. You know what I mean? So it was just like that time. And he was like, "Hey, sorry guys, I'm out of here." Like, now he's the cool one, huh? On a little bit of nala, just a little, you give him a little taste one, he runs with it. He's just like,
you give him a little bit of hope, and he.
I came up with a great idea. I'm a catfish him without him knowing. I
want to be in on it. I want to be in on it. I can't wait to see him curled up and crying in the fucking in the mop closet over here, and we got to coach him out. Fool, it's gonna be all right. Fool, we're just playing with you.
In the restroom,
that's never gonna happen. Good luck, buddies.
You sure? I mean, you seem like a pressure case to me, though.
Nah, you no se pendejo.
He was, and the first thing I told him is when you get, I let him go on my TikTok live. Don't talk to no females behind the scenes. It's only fool. My DM is filled with tortas he was talking to. So you don't think you could be catfished?
Nah.
Really, bro?
Come on, I want in on it, fool.
My DM is filled with girls he was talking to, dog.
He don't think you could pull it off. Oh, I want to bet on this one. You want to? Did you get paid for helping you guys out here?
Easy work.
Your check against, I'll match it.
No,
easy work.
You're not gonna give me
that. You ever seen fucking Family Guy? Remember fucking the alien Roger?
Oh, Roger.
And then he has the fucking the boy of the family, right? I forgot where he.
Stewie?
No. That's different. That's Family Guy, and that's American Dad. Yeah, but American Dad is what I'm talking about. Where the alien he has a little squishy ball for it, and he acts like he's getting laid every time. He's like, oh no, I don't want to break up with you. That's how you're gonna get catfish so bad, fool. You're gonna want every time you think about it, fool, you're gonna want to throw up, fool.
All you gotta do is tell him that the girl's a prosti and he'll fall for it. He loves prostis.
No, you just gotta show him something taped and fucking tucked under, fool. He'll
be ready.
He'll be ready, fool. Until he start blushing and everything, fool.
That's crazy though. But
good luck.
What news do we got? Any news in Spanish, Trap Boy?
Oh yeah.
What have you been posting in Spanish? Let us know.
I've been posting quite a few, bro.
Is it mainly like music, or what do you tap into?
Some of this, some of two, yeah. A couple rappers, couple artists out there in Mexico también, like Lefty's SM's daughter también. She went.
Lefty SM is the guy who passed away.
He's the guy who
got shot in his home, right?
Got shot at his home, yeah.
Let him
But hold on, Trap Boy. You see what I'm doing?
Tell me about it. I have not heard nothing about it.
You see what I did, Trap Boy? You have to do stuff like that. You have to elaborate more because the people don't always know what you're talking about. You know.
Yeah.
So just elaborate so they know who these people are.
So Lefty SM is a rapper that passed away maybe like 3 years ago, and they killed him out in his home out there in Mexico. And where was it? I'm not too sure, but somewhere in Mexico. His daughter come up now, and she actually went viral because she actually made a song dedicated to him, and she went up. So she received a plaque from YouTube with 100,000 on her page
subscribers.
Yeah, and now she's making music because her dad, when she was little, I guess he inspired her to keep it going. You know what I mean? So now she's up there making that, and that song right there is kind of a little of un recuerdo for him, you know, because she helped him, like la motivó. He inspired her to go up there too and keep the same energy as becoming a rapper or a singer or anything, just to, you know.
¿Cómo se llama la canción? Se escucha interesante.
Se llama Pensando en Ti, la canción.
Okay, and it's a tribute to her father.
Yeah, so they kind of keep the same, not the same name, but the last two letters from the rapper name, you know, the SM, but hers is Casey.
Okay.
And she's young. She's probably like, I don't know, 12, 13 years old.
Oh, so she's doing it.
Está morrilla,
okay.
Yeah. And
so congrats to her.
Yeah, congrats to her because she's going up there, and I went through her page, and she has music, bro. She literally has music, and she's making it happen, dog.
Okay, you see that what you just did right now? That was perfect. You know what you can just do with this? This is more content. You're gonna, when this live is done, you're gonna clip that. That was you just speaking properly about a whole situation. It was like 2 minutes. That's content on your TikTok. That's content on the Instagram. That's what you have to do. You see, that's all we're pushing for you to understand what we're doing here.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. That's what's up.
That's it.
No, también otro es, you know how there's a lot of violence going on in Mexico también. Por, tú sabes, los pinches carteles y toda esa madre, all that shit going on, gangs, carteles, just it's up there. The rates going up, you know, and now Trump is actually letting everybody know that goes and tourists for the tourists most to not go over there because the violence out there has raised. So they're trying to help everybody that's going out to the further big cities where everybody's trying to go to, especially here in Baja California, you know, out there down the other side of the border by Texas, like just to not to go out these places around this time because there's a lot of violence and it's increasing, you know. So just to tell everybody that's on vacation or trying to go out there and have a good time with their family, that advice to not go because there's too much murders and shit like that, dog, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah. Just some pointers, bro. It was kind of like, damn, we were kind of like nursery rhymed a little bit, you know. Just
hold on. YB Music then fucked up the whole live. What's a segment called? Shit on Trap Boy, que gacho. I'll be waiting for this. Why I left Hater World video. Damn, coming soon.
Hey, but you see, YB knows who Trap Boy is now.
Yeah, salute to him. Gracias, dog. Gracias.
That's fucking
You don't even know who YB is.
I heard his music, dog.
You don't bump his shit, homie.
Damn.
I got one of his songs.
Are you gonna post them on the Hater World in
Yeah,
Espanol?
homie, that's right. Yeah, for
No,
sure.
he came in and our shit started lagging. What the fuck did he do, homie? Send us a virus and shit.
But he has a whole album called Pemex, fool.
Let's go.
Straight gas.
Let's go.
Pero sí, way, be a little bit more entertaining, dog. When you give out those, you know, you just on there like you're just and it happens, and you know.
You need to bring a little drink every time. Just have something right there.
But you're finding it. You gotta find your lane. You're almost there, bro. You'll get it.
I agree with you. That sounded pretty good. He, you know what I mean? He was really feeling it. He actually did his homework on that.
Yeah.
You could tell.
Yeah.
You're committed.
Yeah.
That's what you gotta be.
Our shit lagging. I don't know.
Is it
why.
bad?
Well, it's barely started lagging when YB sent that $4.99. Maybe that's why, because it was only $4.
Oh shit. Do we gotta fix it again?
He said I got 5 on it.
5 on it.
Damn.
Y congeló todo el pinche.
We gave him a big old shout out on the last live with Opino, the last live we did, because he got an album coming out with Shady Boy.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, a whole collab album.
I've been saying Shady Boy needs to make a comeback, bro.
Yeah.
His music it resonates with a lot of people, bro. Not everybody is flashy with money, and I know a lot of people who don't like hearing a Lil Wayne, Lil Baby, because it just makes them feel like you're shitting on the people that ain't got it like that. And Shady Boy, he talks more, he raps more about pain, bro, and you can feel it.
Yeah.
I always said I like that song Wino, bro. You could just I just feel that shit. It's like, damn.
Yeah, all his songs are like they all have meaning behind them.
And they all do numbers.
It's
bro.
like DMX. You know, DMX don't rap about
Yes.
money. He don't rap about pussy. He don't rap about gangs. He just raps about the struggle, pain, shit that people can relate to. You know?
Yeah.
So that's good music. So yeah, he got a whole album coming out with him.
Yeah, Shady Boy has a lot of potential, bro, because every time he drops something that does a lot of numbers, and then people are waiting for more, and then they never get more for another 2 years.
Yeah.
So he has to be consistent.
You don't think he's too old though?
No, not to. All right, look, yes and no. Yes, to be able to go mainstream and go wherever you really want to go. That's out the window. But at that age, you could still profit and make money to where you're okay, cool, I'm making some bread.
Yup.
I mean,
Not substantial amount to where you're just like
Rich.
But if you can make 5 racks a month from just rapping, that's an extra 5 racks a month that you didn't have, you know?
Yep.
Just saying, don't give up on whatever your dreams are because you're too old to do podcasting, too old to be rapping. Just do it, bro. There's money all around the world for everybody, dog. You know?
No, yeah,
if these old ass women are getting on TikTok and doing all this crazy shit, bro, why can't, you know?
Super rich.
Yeah, exactly.
Nah, but Shady Boy's dope. For I love his music. I've always said it. I always play his shit. His shit's hard. Have you played his music, Guero?
I have.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have. He has a lot of conviction. You know what I mean? He's goal steady. You know what I mean? It's pretty decent music.
Yeah, he's a good homie too.
Yeah.
So
I just barely turned on to him not too long ago, but yeah, you know what I mean. He does have some shit that touches.
oh, fire. They got an event coming up. We might pull up. They
We
got an
should.
event. Yeah, we should. pull up.
should. Yo.
Yeah, for sure.
Hell yeah.
Trap Boy will be the driver.
Oh God, no.
I'll be the driver. I got my driver license in today already.
Oh, you
so
got it?
yeah. Now I have
Just
to
be
go.
the guy. I'll
No,
just be the guy in
I'll
the back
get there.
seat.
the back
Back seat.
I'll
Fuck
just
it. I
be
used to
the guy
ride
in
the
the back
trunk,
seat.
so.
Huh. Facts.
Yeah, I don't want to be riding shotgun because then people starting to say that I'm the co-pilot princess and I don't like that shit, though.
What the fuck?
Damn, that fool said, "Pow."
That's what I told him. That's what I told him.
"Pow."
Oh, that's where you got it from. That was a shot to
He
you.
gets
The
in my
fuck?
truck. He gets in my truck, and the first thing he does, he
Fuck.
touches my AC and my radio. Like, fool, get the fuck out my shit. What the
He's one of the
fuck,
ones
homie?
that spreads like COVID and shit like that.
When he gets in
Right.
there,
Yeah,
play
don't
the
tell him.
radio, touch the AC. Fool.
Hey, he's one of those
homie.
vatos homes that you tell him, hey, look, there's a cot right behind us. Don't look back. And he's like,
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I don't even
like, all the way around. Yeah, you do. You can tell. You can tell. Either that or you'll get all panicky and then like
Start throwing everything.
Man, no, you start pop blocking right there in the front seat. Like fucking.
One eye is looking north at the cop, and the other eye is looking west at a vato.
Hey, but every now and then,
15 to 3, homie.
Hey, every now and then, like, you know what I mean? I can feel the pressure sometimes too and stuff. Boy, I catch myself doing this rear view.
But you know what's crazy?
Oh yeah.
But you know what's crazy though? I don't even say that no more. I just say, hey, fool, can I put some music? Nada.
Don't touch a black man's radio.
He gets in your fucking vehicle and he just demands, hey, can I touch your fucking vehicle? Guess what? I'm not touching it anyways. I wish you would come at me like that. Hey, please let me take him home one day.
Hold on. Let me give you guys a explanation, right? We'll do the music live on Saturdays, which is we play music all night, right? From like 6 to like 3 in the morning. Shit.
Man, sometimes it even runs longer than that. Shit.
And now we're going home, right? He wants to bump music on the way to the pad. You didn't have enough fucking music the last 8 fucking hours, bro. 8 hours.
True, fool.
You didn't have enough
music.
fucking music, bro.
Hey,
I can't have a peaceful drive to the pad.
He's good at the music lights, fool. This fool just that's his moment to turn up, and he does all the wild shit that he.
Man, because in his head, fool, he's probably got like he's doing his whole little dance off, fool. Whatever he's doing in his head, fool, he's on it, fool. He's like a little bobblehead in the fucking.
Hey, homie, I'm trying to have a peaceful ride to the pad. My night's over. I already been working for 8 hours listening to garbage ass music. And he still wants to listen to it some more. Nah, dog, what the fuck?
He puts it on repeat. He's like, I really like this song.
Or even he'll try to play it before we go live. He'll try to play it back here. I go, fool, we're about to consume 8 hours of worth music, dog. Chill the fuck out. Homie.
Yeah, that shit gets tiring, bro. There's times where I'm just done with rap because I'm all that bullshit, fool, and then I just put on oldie, something relaxed, or then I put on some fucking white country music sometimes, fool. Like I change it up, fool. Sometimes it gets too much saturated, dog, in my head. The trap and the drugs and the guns and the ops and all that shit. And then I go back to it again.
It does get boring. That's why sometimes I even put those where you hear the waves and the fours, like all that. What is it called? The sounds.
Oh, the sound effects?
No. There's ¿cómo se les dice, güey?
Where the fuck do you play that at?
Just to relax, fool. Like I try to push that shit to sleep, dog. I try to put to sleep with that shit.
The sound waves, fool. The sound waves. Yeah. So it's like a wave.
Yeah,
it's like a wave. So you're rolling each wave.
Yeah,
that shit works, fool.
It does. It helps, fool. It helps you relax and get your mind straight and
So you're one of those guys like when he goes to use the restroom, right? He goes to take a licazo and he has to hear water fucking before he starts using. He's like, oh fuck! You have to wait till the next dude walks in and he starts pissing, and then you can piss like that. It takes you. You have to be pumped up or what?
I mean, there's nothing wrong listening to music todo el día, güey. I mean, I understand people get fed up, but to me, I like it. I like to hear music. It helps me. I'm just entertained by it, you know.
Are you entertained like how they are? Like they have an open mind to all different kinds of genres of music and you know backgrounds of music and all that. Are you open to all that too?
I'm just listen to anything, bro. I'm open to just listen to any type of music, whatever it is. I don't give a fuck, but I understand people don't like it, other people do, but you know, it's all good. It's all good.
You gotta turn it off for a while. You gotta disconnect, dog. Like for a little bit, homie. You can't put music from when you wake up to when you go to sleep.
Oh, I mean, none of that. Yeah, I understand, but like at least for a few hours and I'm done. Ya después de eso, la verga, I have all the day, dog.
But hear me out.
Do it on your own time.
I know. But how you know that's not how he copes with certain things like you know abandonment.
Yeah, well, fuck, that's his problem. Put on your headphones. Shit ain't for me. I got my own shit I gotta deal with. You know what I mean? Like, put on headphones, dog.
Earbuds. Hey, bro, I got some earbuds. I'll sell you.
Your ears will pop too, fool.
Hell yeah, or he'll pop them for you.
I see.
I see. Pass.
But before we get into the topics of, I got a few topics about pantheons and the Mandela effect that I want to touch upon.
Oh,
right, hold on. Before we get into all that, I just want to let's talk about another like hip hop, another hip hop topic that we have that's popular right now about the almighty suspect who spit on Brandon. And I know a lot of people are wondering who is Brandon, right?
A nobody,
right? But according to Blue Devil, nobody. So on No Jumper, this happened on No Jumper. I want to say yesterday was right. And there's already. You want to break it down?
No, go for it. You want me to? I don't care.
Yeah, break it down. Then
Okay, so that fool Brandon, he's from the Crybaby podcast, which is actually the Viral Way podcast. Over there, they're very pro-black. So everything is black. Like, they created them shoes, they created them calzones, they created the tables. They're never wrong. They're always right, and everything is black. If you get what I'm saying. So everything is a problem to them. So this fool comes from that cloth. So now they inserted him into No Jumper, where it's a bunch of gang shit going on, a bunch of fucking like hooligans, gangster motherfuckers, right? And now you got this guy that's all pro-black there, that don't get along with Almighty Suspect because he's a chill, kickback type of dude, right? And this fucking guy is always finding little things to pick about this fool Almighty, right? So they already had a confrontation one time, and it almost led to a fist fight.
I think I've seen some of that. Yep.
The first time almost led to a fist fight. So why they would be together in the same room for a second time is beyond me, right? So
Lush.
they had Lush. So they had a show yesterday. They sat in the same room, and they were all talking back and forth. At the end of the show, it got hectic. That fool Brandon called Almighty a bitch. Almighty got up, spit on him, and pulled out the little dagger and said, "What up?" And that fool Brandon, he's a civilian, dog. So he starts yelling, "A weapon, a weapon, a weapon!" The screen goes black. Almighty gets fired. I think it's dirty. Homie.
Yeah.
Because Almighty's been there for 5 years now. So you think that the owner, No Jumper, would have been like, "Hey, let's not put these fools in the same room because the homie don't get along with him."
Right.
Of course. That's like cooking with grease and water. You know what I mean? It's not possible.
Yeah, it's not possible, but everybody's calling Almighty Suspect to do that through the spit, a ranker. And I don't know. What do you think about that?
What do I think about this shit? What about the time when fucking they had the little white guy, Kelpie and them? I remember how that, and they didn't say nothing about that. Like, you know what I mean? How that went down,
right?
And that was just something that got fed from a small flame to a large flame. You know what I mean? And next thing you knew, the dude didn't even realize what he just called him. And you know what I mean?
Somebody's fucking with us, bro. Go ahead, continue.
Yeah. Right, yeah, the Kelpie situation.
You know what I mean? And you know, nobody, you know, first off, to keep everything, you know what I mean, fucking, you have to expend everybody, you know what I mean? You wouldn't be able to have him on your podcast right away until everything got cleared up, because, you know what I mean, all the bad hype and whatnot. But it's like, who was in the right, who was in the wrong?
Right.
I think both of them were in the wrong, you know what I mean? Like they could have been, that just looked like, it made everybody look bad in that whole little situation, because you could have avoided it, you know what I mean? And I'm one of those people that fucking, you know what I mean, learn everything the hard way, so that's something you could have avoided, and then it just look bad on everybody. And then have some, so now, my whole point is that they're hypocrites. If they can let that slide, and then this shit comes out, and then because, like you said, they're picking at them like vultures. They're picking at them. They're just trying to fucking, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
that fool Brandon has no, he should not be at No Jumper, dog. He ruined that platform. I won't watch it no more until he's gone. There's nothing he's bringing to that table they call him an agent of chaos.
Well, don't you think? I mean, from what No Jumper's been going through lately, it's been brick by brick turned down. Boom, 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 boom.
Yes.
And then this right here, I agree with him. It's just like the last straw. It's like fucking, and this is like one of the first ones that you know, podcasts that came out that everybody was tuning into. But like, you know what I mean? They're not now we're open to everything and everybody. You know what I mean? No matter what race or whatever it is. It's like, what's up?
Yes,
you know what I mean? You want to touch down with us. This is how we feel. We're only speaking about how we feel. These are just our thoughts and our opinions.
Exactly.
You agree with him?
But that fool does too much though with the whole black shit. With the whole black situation. Like, I get it, fool. I get all that. I don't want to get into it, but he does too much, bro. It's like, fool, this platform, we're talking about hip hop. Now everything has to be about fucking, well, you know, black this, black that. I think that fucks it up because not only blacks watch it.
Yeah, to piggyback off what you just said right now, I feel like he really don't bring nothing to the table besides that. Okay, you speaking pro-black, and that's totally fine because you can, right? That's cool, bro. Do your thing with that. But outside of that, you're no good in any other topics. You really suck, bro. Like, as a podcaster, you really need to figure it out and narrow down that it's more than that, you know? And I feel like he could learn it because he does know how to talk good, but I feel like you pick too many battles and you instigate too much fights that you're not ready to go out and handle, you know? Because it just seems like he's using his fighting. Oh, I'm a black belt in this, or I'm a black belt in that. But bro, you instigating way too much, and you sitting down and laughing at another man, calling him a B word, and because you're this tough guy black belt, you know, you want somebody to give you a fair fade, but you need to understand that sometimes they don't go like that all the time. You know, some dude, you're a fighter, that's cool. Some other dude's a shooter, bro. The other dude likes pokey shit.
Yep.
The other dude likes fighting just like you, you know. But not everybody's just like you, bro. Just, you know.
He wanted.
I hope you're prepared for all that.
Yeah,
stuff.
he wanted a fair fade, but that's the thing, though, dog. Not everybody's gonna fight. Not everybody wants to fight, dog.
Yeah.
Not everybody wants to fight, homie.
And I know a lot. I have a few friends, bro, who are good at jujitsu and all that shit. They're so cocky, dog. One time I had this situation with this homie because he knows how to fight, bro. And I'm like, fool, take your shit up there with you, dog. Right? And he's like, nah, I'm gonna call him out for the fade. And next thing I know, bro,
Stab 23
no.
times.
Next thing I know, I look back and Trap Boy and the other homie are running back towards me, fool. And I'm like, what the fuck? See what I said? The other dude pulled out a thing on him. This dude thought he was gonna get a fair fight. They don't work that way all the time, bro.
And you know, so sometimes
Protect
you know,
yourself.
family members and loved ones, they're not willing to let a fate. Man, you ain't finna touch my loved one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
You remember, Trap Boy?
Yeah, I remember.
Crash out like that, like.
He pulled it out.
And I tell him, bro, don't go up there like that. You need me, I'll go with you. He's like, nah, I got that. I'm gonna just call him out, right?
He was too confident by just him saying.
And then what happened afterwards? Trap Boy, who made the other dude run?
Yeah. Cacha ese, güey.
All right. But
Le quitaste la gorra.
ándale.
Yeah.
But yeah, bro, like Brandon,
He went up there and he instigated the shit.
he went up there and instigated, and then it's like, okay, bro, you're civilian, but you also claim you're from Long Beach and this and that, so you're borderline with this shit, bro. And if you're borderline with it, okay, cool. But if you know you're alive, don't be screaming for insurance. Oh, you got a knife, bro. Shut your lip, bro. Take it how it come.
Yep.
You know, I don't like dudes that be screaming too much.
Yeah.
No, don't scream though. Then the witnesses come out and everybody comes out. La abuelita, la mamá sale, cállate.
Facts.
You know?
Y vale verga todo ahí.
Yes, fool.
Shut the fuck up.
Just shut up. Yeah.
He started yelling. Yeah,
He started yelling, bro.
There's a
Yeah,
knife.
there's a knife. Like, come on, bro. That's insurance off the bat.
And I'll tell you this: if he gets assaulted there, he will sue Adam. So I hope Adam knows that.
Yeah.
He will sue him, dog.
Man.
He is the type of guy that will pick the fight and then say, hey, I should have been protected in your building. And he's the one that started the shit.
Yeah.
He'll get beat up and then he'll fucking point at the boss and say, I'm suing you.
Adam has to. Right now, what I think Adam 22 needs to do is get in his bag, sit down, sober. I hope he's sober, not on any substance. Really think about what crew he has now and really rearrange his chess pieces right. Because the way it's looking right now, I don't see anybody up there with actual flavor, with like an actual image with them. Brick Baby's gone. All the best cast left already. You know, AD, T-Rail, they've all been left. Like, who do you have up there right now? You know, you need to dismantle sometimes and regroup. You know. And make a plan, bro, because it's not looking good right now.
Yeah, there's nobody up there right now
Yeah.
that's worth watching, bro.
That's worth watching. There you
Brick
go.
Baby's gone.
Everybody's gone, yes.
Everybody's gone, dog.
Sharp is gone.
Sharp is gone.
You know.
Yeah, there's nothing.
The
worth
only
watching.
one I could see bring in good conversation is Lush, because he knows how to touch on every topic, bro. He has good conversation. Poetic Flaco is really great, but he stutters too much for the camera.
No, he's worried about his page now.
Yeah,
He
which is
doesn't-
cool. Which is cool though.
Yeah, he doesn't bring nothing to No Jumper anymore like that.
Yeah.
You know,
he's
just-
in his own.
Yeah, he's in his own
lane,
bag. He's worried about his shit.
which is cool. But
Yeah.
No Jumper needs to find some good pieces right now.
That's what it is.
Yep.
Yeah, for sure.
It should be like a no-go for him too, because he you know, he's done it before. He's one of the originals. You know what I mean?
Yes.
He just invited too many people to the table. That's all.
No, okay, this is what I came to my conclusion. He wants nothing but yes men around him. Adam, think about it.
Think so.
Lush, Lambe Huevos, Poetic Flaco, another one. Brandon, another one. Think about it.
Yeah.
Who else?
Munchie B right now, he's
Nah,
cool
but
on
Munchie
there.
B's here, come and go.
Come and go, huh? But he's cool on there.
Yeah, but everybody that's there, fool, is one of those dudes that that's just a yes man.
Yeah, but they're also they're not no influence or no nobody to give no kind of advice or to pick them up.
Oh, they brought
it's all clout chasing, just like jibber jabbers, like fucking shit that we talked about that we were like fucking straight chisma.
They brought compa Foco back, so he's another yes man.
Yeah.
So think about it, bro. You got 4 yes men that'll get on their knees when you tell them to get on your knees.
Yeah.
They will. And Almighty would not. Lush would not. I mean, Almighty would not. Sharp would not. Brick Baby would not. AD would not. T-Rail would not. All them fools that are gone were not fucking bootlickers. All the fools there is right now, all them dudes, they're all yes, Captain. Yes, white man. Yes, sir. Yes. That's what Adam wants, dog.
Because everybody that would speak their mind and stuff are really in the streets, dog. Like, you know what I mean? He wouldn't dare like question them. He'd be like, well, do you know what I mean? Like, come on. And he needed people like that around him too, because they give him that street cred. You know what I mean? It really does. He gave him that street juice. You know what I mean? But as soon as the feds were watching him and stuff, there was even warnings too. I remember there was one saying, there was one Brick Baby was telling him, man, these motherfucking feds keep following me every day over here. And he's like, no way. And he's like, he points out, I forgot what episode it was, but he's like, he didn't even take the warning right then and there, and that was months before all this shit. You know what I mean?
Damn, you caught on to that?
Fool, I caught you. I tried to catch on everything.
I didn't see that video. Yeah.
But most definitely, if you've been through some shit like that before, you start looking for details.
Right.
A lot of little details.
Damn.
No, for sure. I think that's what it is. For he wants all the bootlickers that are gonna listen, dog. He already he already got all the juice out of the game bangers.
Yeah.
He already got all the clout. Now it's just let me get all these dudes that are gonna listen to me.
And it's crazy. I agree with you too, because that's how he did it. He let them run wild and say whatever they wanted to live, and you know what I mean. Like, and then everything was getting censored and dropped or whatever. But I mean, he had it live. He had it live. He would have 2 enemigas right there on the. You know what I mean? It's like straight. He was doing no better than what fucking Corcoran was doing to us back.
The only one left is Whack. But Whack is also a bootlicker. Whack is a bootlicker because he's only cool with people that got something he can benefit from, and he's benefiting off of the Adam 22 and Whack show. He's benefiting clout and having a white man that's a millionaire as a friend.
To put on
so
his
he's a bootlicker, dog. That's what he is. So he's still Adam can control Whack, dog.
Right. Unless the 22ster is so smart that he's probably going a different direction now. Maybe he doesn't want all the gangsters up there. Maybe he doesn't want the drama no more, like the gone wild. And maybe he's trying to change his podcast up to be more civil.
Today, it slipped out when Lush was talking. He said,
they said that?
No. It slipped out and he goes, I'm doing exactly what I'm supposed to do, because they were trying to blame him for putting Brandon and Almighty together, right? And he goes, I'm doing what we're supposed to do right here at No Jumper. We're supposed to have contained drama.
Oh yeah,
contained,
I
saw that. Back and forth, but it's got to be contained. So therefore, we can argue and fight, but it's got to be contained.
I've never heard Lush talk like that, bro. That sounds like Adam 22. Getting everybody in a group saying, "All right, the drama's cool, just contain
it." So nothing's just spontaneous no more like that. You think it maybe a written script.
Yep. Because he also said, and I know we're supposed to be doing clipping, so I'm clip farming everything, which means that everything he says is up here is all right. This will be a clip. This is a clip. This is a clip. You know what I mean?
I get exactly what you're saying too, but it could also be a cover up because the feds are on them. They're on them right now about fucking having all this gang ties and this and that. You know what I mean? How it's like not just makeup and rouge. You fucking like, look, man, I had to look at this. This is what I'm focused on right here. This is what I wanted to do. You know what I mean? Like my hands are clean. I didn't fucking you know what I mean? But come on, man, you set the platform for them to go on, so you benefited them. Come on, what is a real friend or a family member? Or anything like
no, they're not. Listen, they're all loyal. They're all loyal to him, but he's not loyal to nobody.
No, right. What for? Where is he from? What city? What state?
He's from Massachusetts,
New Hampshire.
See, come on, homie.
But he's a Freemason though. His father was in jail and he got pardoned by the president because they run with a certain president, so they have a lot of pull, bro. The Adam 22 guy.
Yeah, I have the camera. I have the camera.
I don't think he'll see. Why? Go ahead.
Oh, because somebody was fucking with us, bro. So I'm fucking with them now. I'll turn it back on right now. So don't trip. Go ahead.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think Adam 22 will see jail time. I don't know, bro.
No, I doubt that. But I'm like, but where is he from? Where's his street?
He was a BMX biker.
Yeah. He was from New Hampshire, and then
New
came
Hampshire?
yeah,
Yeah.
and then I think he lived a few places. I think
Yeah,
even
so
New
he was
York.
like moved around like
moved
okay.
around. Yeah.
But it's just like, I mean, but one of the things he even got fucking credit for or whatever. Remember him and fucking Whack 100 fucking they swap wives and all that shit.
It was fake.
That was all fake. It's just all hype. Cloud chasers.
Yeah, cloud chasers.
See, I mean, how you? I can't take either one of them serious, really, because it's just all jibber jabbers. That's all it is. It's just like shit. Like he ain't never. I don't know.
Somebody was sending us bots right now.
Yeah, I seen that.
So that's why they were fucking with our. That's why it was lagging, because they were making our stream numbers jump. They were jumping from 250 to 500. So that means, okay. So put it to you like this, right? Everybody's trying to get in at the same time. It's like a freeway. It's jam packed.
Yeah.
And so they're doing it on purpose so we can lag. So we got a bunch of bitch ass haters in there somewhere, and I have to figure out how to contain that.
Right.
So,
Shit, it could be the fucking government. They don't want us to fucking be speaking on shit anyways. Sad,
As soon as I said the Pantheons.
Hey, because all that shit's free. All these airwaves is free. You guys, they're the ones that put fucking, you know what I mean, caps on shit and fucking.
Yeah, you're right.
Everything's to capitalize on everything, monopolize, baby.
Yup. Yeah, as soon as I said let's hold that topic about the pantheons and all that stuff, all of a sudden the Mandela effect.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. Start paying
We'll get
attention to your surroundings.
into it already.
Eso se le dice a la gente que son bien hambrientas, ¿no? De lo que están hablando ahorita de lo de allá.
Yeah.
Like gente que nomás quiere andar ahí esperando que todo le pase y at the end of the day it's just, you know, they gotta see what the other dude, the bigger guy, has to, so they don't feel like they're on top of shit like that, how he's doing it, you know. They're making himself look like
no, they just sending bots, bro, so our life could go down, get taken down.
Yeah.
It's just but we'll speak on those topics right now when BD gets back.
Yeah.
But I got a few topics, bro. You got any more news, Trap Boy?
What do you guys think about when they're doing that corrido, fool?
I haven't been on it. What corrido? Yeah, let me know.
Se llama Loco del Barrio, güey.
Okay.
Play it. Let me can I get a little clip of it?
I got it right here.
Little bitty
No,
clip.
I don't know. We'll get taken down though.
Yeah, you might if he gets taken down.
Yeah, I don't know.
Don't trip.
Yeah.
Okay, but what is it?
So he dropped the corrido, but on some gangster shit.
Okay.
Making it like the streets, you know, the hood, pero like, en un corrido. I think it was cool, pero I felt like it was just too raw. Like,
what do you mean raw though?
Like, ¿cómo se le dice? All the effects, the sound and all that shit, it was just así nomás, güey. Como que nomás se aventó todo un chingazo y no le agregaron pues como debe ser, you know, like the editing and all that shit.
It didn't sound like a perfect
song.
Corrido song with sound? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, yeah.
Okay.
So it's like basically shoving it down your throat.
Yes.
Like, this is what it is.
Yeah. Is it his first song like that?
I mean, I'm guessing, yeah, because I just popped up and ¡pam! Dije yo, pues este güey, ¿qué onda? Like, it was cool. It was impressive que le escucharan, but, you know, I mean.
What are we talking about? Duende?
The Duende.
Yeah,
So look, the song was beautiful. It was perfect.
Oh, you like that?
The only thing is that his vocals, whoever mixed and mastered them, didn't do it correctly, and that's why it sounded off.
Okay, did his vocals sound like they
They were
belonged
dry.
on a rap? Oh, they were dry.
It was just like no reverb, no nothing on the vocals. There was just dry vocals,
Acapella shit.
and that's the reason why that's the reason people were saying it didn't sound right. But other than that, the lyrics were perfect, the delivery was perfect, the beat was perfect, everything was good on it. It's just the voice, the
Right.
the audio file.
Right.
But
Yeah.
I thought it was fucking dope.
1 through 10.
Yeah.
I would rate it an 8. And if he continues on that route, he was singing like Nata's type of music.
Natal Cano.
Sí, güey.
Okay.
That's what
The
he was
corridos
singing.
tumbados.
Corridos
It wasn't the
tumbados.
old school type of
No, it was
corridos.
corridos tumbados, way, with the new type beat and all that stuff. So it's dope.
Yeah.
I thought it was dope.
Yeah,
All right, real quick. Salute to everybody in the building. Make sure you guys hit the like button. Tap it real quick. When this live is over, you will be able to catch it on Spotify and Apple Music. For those that are not enjoying it because it might be skipping here and there, you can go listen to it on Apple Music and Spotify. It will be up in the morning. And don't forget to go to www.shophaterworld.com. All right, go ahead, fool.
All right, so this topic that I got right now is Mandela effect. What do you think about the Mandela effect, Wedo?
Sure. I just watched something today about that, but yeah, it's something to think about, something to ponder about. It really opened your mind up. I don't give a fuck, sober, high, or whatever, but it just, the whole thing is about being sober, though. You know what I mean? Like a mind-opening, experience where you open up your mind just by natural, meditations or whatever. But
Right.
crazy.
The Mandela effect, bro. What do you think? What do you think as far as like the Mandela? You know what it is,
No,
right?
I know what it is. Yeah, no.
Has anything ever crossed your mind or gave you curiosity about it? I'm just wanting to spark up your mind before I go into what I actually think.
No, I've seen certain things like the Fruit of the Loom logo. I remember it with the crap
Cornucopia?
Yeah, I remember it with that. That's how I remember it. I there's a couple of things that I remember that now are different. So I don't know what it is or why it would be different.
But they're saying also, it's also beyond that right there. It's just with everyday things that you will see that are similar situations as that. You know what I mean? Like where you see something, that tree every time. Like, you know what I mean? That's basically that's a ripple effect.
Okay. So what you're saying, like if one day you were at a table and there was fruits and there was a cornucopia and then you just mix it with that.
Yeah, that's how you know what I mean? You coincide with it. You're like, man, it's just like, it seems like a repeating fucking day every day. It's like Groundhog Day.
Yeah, but also Ghost is right. Exactly what I was gonna say. Logos change all the time, dog.
Yes, they do.
No, but the thing is, this is what about you, Trap Boy?
Yo no sé, güey.
¿No sabes qué es el Mandela Effect? So el Mandela Effect, güey, es cuando tú piensas que algún logotipo, algún diseño se mira de tal manera porque tú lo has visto siempre desde niño. Like, for example, you've always seen cómo se miran los Lucas, güey, de Mexicali, ¿verdad? Los Lucas, el polvito. Y de la nada miras otra vez y el diseño es diferente y dices, ay, güey, pues esa madre nunca era así. Pero te empiezan a decir, no, siempre era así. Y tú estás confundido, como que yo no recuerdo que el logotipo, yo recuerdo que se miraba de otra forma. So eso es lo que es el Mandela Effect. When your mind basically thinks that a logo looks a certain way, but it actually looks different, bro. But your mind just thought it looked like that, you know?
You know when you go to the prostitute club and it has the logo with the big nalgas, and the next day you go and the nalgas are gone?
Okay, yeah.
And you're like, what the fuck happened to the nalgas?
It was right here.
Oh, you know the huevos ahora. Ay, güey. Wrong word. Wrong word, Trap.
Son, where'd you find this?
Wrong spot.
Te tiras para ver de
No,
perdida.
la verga, yo me voy a la
You
verga.
don't go, you know.
Yo no sé, güey. A mí no me
Just to
preguntes
see.
de eso. A mí no me preguntes de eso. I don't wanna know
Would
about
you?
that shit.
Okay, look.
No sé.
Check this out real quick before I get into that. Let me bullshit real quick. Would you walk into a strip club for a male strip club because there's women there? There's a bunch of hyenas
He
waiting.
looked at me with like the curiosity.
Think about it. Think about it, fool. There's a bunch of desperate hyenas there going to look at some men. That's you walking in there.
So you want me to go there just to go hit
No,
up the hyenas?
I don't want you to do nothing. I'm just saying, would you look at that a possibility for you to go get to score? In the words of Beavis
Cool,
and
you
Butthead.
never, I'm never gonna go in there though.
No, but I got us again.
Yeah.
But think about it, Trap Boy.
That should be some weird shit.
No, but you're not looking at the guys. You're trying to go and score.
For
fool.
some hyenas, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Oh, so you would? You
yeah,
would?
that's what I just said. Yeah.
So you would walk in there?
No,
Oh, okay.
no.
All right.
Mas.
Before I get into that, we're good or?
Yeah, just go for it.
All right. So yeah, bro. Basically, I looked into that, but the thing is, what you said is that the logos they change over time, right?
Yeah.
But it's crazy when the actual owners of Fruit of the Loom come out and say, no, our logo has never had the cornucopia. So then it makes it seem like, well, damn, or are they fucking with us right now? And then you start thinking, right? So you believe them or whatever the case is. You do or you don't. So they came out and they said, bro, there was never no cornucopia.
But people found shirts with that logo already on
Boom.
it.
So people digged up old shirts, bro, from like that they had since the 90s, and they looked at this logo that was already kind of like already disappearing because of the wear and tear on it, and it had the cornucopia on there.
Yep.
So now Fruit of the Loom comes out and they post all their logos from the early 1800s or whatever. Now you can see the logo with the cornucopia, but they wanted to brain fuck us from the beginning, dog.
That's what it
I
sounds
wonder
like.
why this Mandela effect came out of nowhere, dog. What I really think it is that they're trying to see how much mind control they got over us, how much they can erase, how much more can they add to make us think differently or rewire our brain slowly but surely, bro. And a lot of people run with it, bro. I think that's just crazy,
What do you
dog.
think, Güero?
That Fruit of the Loom one got me, dog. Because when I was little, that's all I could afford was the Fruit of the Loom boxers from Walmart, the socks and everything. So I know I had that shit had the fucking cornucopia on there, bro. You know, a lot of things, bro. Even like the Pikachu from Pokemon, like a lot of shit, bro. They take away, dog. And I feel like they're just trying to see how much they can rewire in our brains, or who's weak enough to be able to accept that.
That right there, I think that's what it is. I'm gonna chime in right there. Is how much of an influence or that person you're talking to or speaking to is weak, because my bad.
No, you're cool.
I remember being younger and selling some fucking cutting it. You know what I mean? And being able to like, no blow off, no, you know the little tricks or whatever to and have these people just believe. Like this shit is the bomb.
Oh,
this shit is the bomb. Just I feed them a dream and I reenacted it with them. You know what I mean? The whole time I'm fucking I'm capitalizing on all of them. You know what I mean? And they really think they're like beyond fucking out there.
Yeah.
But
It's like giving the highness O'Doul's and telling them it's liquor. Remember that?
No, I don't. Yeah, me neither.
So we used to go.
Shit.
Yeah. No. O'Doul's full. O'Doul's is alcohol beer that doesn't have alcohol in it.
Yeah, it's
So the Heineken
like 3% or something.
Yeah, there
like
was
that,
one time full we had that in the fridge. I don't know why we had it, and we're all drinking it. And then, we're not drinking it. The Heinekens are.
Oh, these are like broke activities. Like you ain't trying to go spend on no beer because that's already there.
Yeah. We had.
No, it's alright. We all
We were drinking like cheap natural ice.
No, most definitely.
And then they were drinking whatever was there. I remember a lot of them were drinking the O'Doul's, fool, and they're all acting like they're faded. And then me and the homie look at each other like, fool, they're drinking there's no beer, there's no alcohol in that shit.
Right.
But they're acting like they're drunk because in their mind they're drinking pisto. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
In all true reality, that shit got no alcohol in it. Sweet cheeks. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I remember something when I was in jail.
Oh,
Son, where'd you find
Espérate,
this?
güey. No dejan acabar, güey. Deja cuento mi historia. So I was in jail, right? And tú sabes, everybody over there that sells the fucking, the spice shit, los cuadritos de esa madre, güey.
No, yo no sé, güey.
You don't fuck with that shit.
You bought spice?
No, pero había un güey que andaba bien malía, güey. Ese güey se la pasaba, güey, back and forth. ¿Sabes cómo, güey? And I used to fuck with him a lot. Decirle, güey, ya, güey, relájate, fool. Like, one of these days, fool, I'm gonna get you, güey, and I'm gonna give you something that's not food. Y te vas a agüitar, güey. You're gonna come back. You know what I mean? And he comes, viene, y le doy, I was like, fuck, I was getting tired of this fool already, like, because he kept fucking asking for shit, like, no, güey, ya me enfadé, güey. So, arrancó un papel, the composition book, and I cut it right at the perfect spot, y se lo doy por la ventana, sobres. Y ese güey regresa, güey. I passed through the window and he's standing like this. And he thinks he's high, fool. Piensa que anda loco, güey. And I was like, chato pendejo, güey. I can't believe he's gonna come to the door right now and he's gonna be like, fool, like, what the fuck, Like, no mames. But I'm thinking to myself, like, damn, this fool's really out there trying to get the fucking shit. Y no tiene nada, güey. Like,
damn.
Fuck, He came back to the door. He's like, he opened the door. He's like, fool, I need to talk to you. And I was like, what's up? Not with everybody here. And I was like, all right, cool. So salieron todos, güey, and came inside. And he was like, hey, wait, why did you do that? See what I tell you, bro? I'm telling you, porque andas haciendo esas mamadas, güey. Like, I told you, like, don't be... You're coming to my door too much, dog. Relax, fool. Like, one of these days I'm gonna fucking get you, güey. Te vas a agüitar, güey. But that's kind of similar, like, to he was talking about with the beer, que no tiene nada. And you're looking like, what the fuck, no tiene nada.
You bamboozled him.
You know what I mean? But it was funny, though. It was
Damn.
funny as hell,
Damn,
dog.
trap boy.
Se agüitó, güey. La neta se
That's
agüitó,
kinda
pero I hooked
fucked
him
up,
up.
perro.
I hooked him up, dog. I told him, here. Y le di un pinche pedazote, like, ten, ahí te va para que te dobles a la verga, güey.
Sí, güey.
Full T-Rexing it in those little lockers que tienen ahí, güey. Like, twisting, like, tras a la verga y se cae. Y yo, watch este, güey. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
La querías todo, perro, le dije. Nobody laughed.
Fucking trap boy, dog.
Hey, talking about prison, did you see the Tory Lanez incident, Güero? You didn't see the video came out how they got him? The video, the stabbing came out.
No, I haven't seen it.
Yeah, fool.
I didn't want to look at it because I thought for some reason it wasn't his.
Go for it. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. We'll take an interlude.
Yeah, let's take a
All
little
right.
interlude real quick. Dive into some other stuff because I got some.
Trap, move those
I got
things.
some stuff I want to speak, but Wedo needs to be here.
All right.
That Mandela effect was okay. It was okay. It's barely diving in. Hold on.
Damn.
We're diving in feet first, not head first.
Hey, all right. Salute to everybody. Somebody was messing with us. Like I said, that's why it's skipping. Not because of us or anything like that. I was thinking, what if we pre-record these motherfuckers and just clip them up in pieces, nah?
Yeah.
Like future?
No,
People
but it's
like the
because
lives?
people like the life because they're at work on a graveyard shift. They're at their pad with nothing else to watch. So people like the lives, bro.
Okay.
They like the raw shit at night, the lives.
All right.
Yup.
Fuck it. It is what it is. Salute to Danny Rios, Red Dog, Baby Blue Dramatic, JSV, Anonymous. It's just me and my fake YouTube placa. That's a good one. You need to ask that fool to show you the redeemable code from YouTube. There's a YouTuber fool that bought a fake plaque. You heard that?
But you see what I'm saying, dog? Like, all these people are hypocritical, dog, because they don't care about the fame. They don't care about the cheese, man. Yet you're so thirsty for a plaque that you'll buy subscribers. That's what I'm saying,
no,
bro.
he bought a fake one from Amazon because so this guy has like 150,000 subscribers, but they're fake. That's why YouTube didn't give him a plaque, right? So he went and bought a fake one because people were roasting him like, you didn't get one because you're fake, blah, blah, blah. So he went and bought an Amazon fake one, and he typed up his name, but he wrote it wrong. And YouTube does not make any mistakes, bro. So that's how people know it was fake.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying, bro.
Crazy, huh?
But you guys buy that. Don't buy that. Don't buy that.
No, this vato bought it.
No, I'm talking about the people in the comments
That believe it?
Don't go watch these people, bro. You see what I'm saying? All these people that are so tough on camera, that call out everybody for a fade. Come on, bro. Like, at what point do you go and think for yourself and be like, you know what? All that's an act.
So
the same shit that you're speaking on this other person doing, you're doing yourself, bro. Like, come on, bro.
So we asked ChatGPT, check this out. ChatGPT, what do you need to get a 100,000 plaques button from YouTube?
To get a 100,000 subscriber plaque, also known as the silver play button from YouTube.
Don't talk, it catches you. Continue.
Sure. Once your channel hits 100,000 subscribers, YouTube will review your channel to make sure it follows their community guidelines and terms of service. After the review, they'll send you a redemption code that you can use to claim your silver play button through the YouTube Creator Awards page. It's a pretty cool milestone and a nice way to celebrate your achievement.
So you need to have a redeemable code. How is that sent to you?
Once you reach the 100,000 subscriber milestone and your channel is approved, YouTube will notify you via your dashboard or email. They'll provide a unique redemption code along with instructions on how to claim your silver play button. You'll then enter that code on the YouTube Creator Awards website, confirm your shipping details, and they'll ship the award to you.
I believe you still have to pay to get it, though. Ask. That's something that I'm...
Nope. You don't have to pay for the silver play button itself. YouTube covers the cost of the award and the standard shipping. You just need to redeem it with the code they provide and confirm your address.
You
It's
dirty
basically
vato. That's it. That's all we needed to hear.
Thank you.
You dirty vato.
Thank you, ChatGPT. So everybody that's here, go ask that fool to show you the redeemable code.
Damn, son, where'd you find
There
this?
you go.
That's what I'm saying, bro. That's cloud activity.
Facts.
That's thirsty hyena activities. You want to show off your plaque so bad. You want to say, look, I beat Blue Devil. I beat this other guy. I beat American Cholo. And look, fake ass plaque with your fake ass YouTube channel.
Fake.
Everything
False.
fake, bro. At what point do you kind of look in the mirror and say, damn, what is real about me? I pretend to be GP when I'm not. I pretend to be tough when I'm not. I pretend to have more than 100K when I don't. I pretend to have a black beard when you dye it. No shade. But you know what I'm saying? At what point is anything real, bro? And that's coming from a vato, you know, not a hyena.
Hey, okay, hold on.
Get it together, my G's. Plaque, if you get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't.
Okay, hold on. Hey, ChatGPT, can you buy a fake YouTube plaque on the internet?
But you could.
Continue.
Technically, yes. There are places online where you can buy replicas or fake YouTube plaques. However, it's not something YouTube endorses, and those replicas don't hold any official value. The real silver play button is a symbol of a genuine milestone, and most creators take pride in earning it authentically.
Facts.
Yeah, it's definitely more rewarding to earn it for real. That way, it truly represents all the hard work and dedication you put into your channel.
So, ChatGPT, answer me a question. Are you a buster if you buy a fake one?
I'd say it's all about authenticity. If you buy a fake one, you're really only cheating yourself out of the genuine accomplishment. The real value is in the community you build and the hard work you put in, not just the plaque itself.
Booyah.
Do they gotta hear from ChatGPT to make it official, bro? Because if we're telling it, they're telling it. Come on, bro. Get it together, guys.
What were you gonna? What was your next topic?
Oh, my next topic. Okay, my next topic is okay. One thing that I researched about is that when the clips, I didn't get it right because I need to go back and watch it and study a little bit more. But there's one thing that happens once a year, Wedo. I'm not sure if you can help me a little bit on this, where people go out and they put their sunglasses on and they look at the
lunar eclipse.
Lunar eclipse. Yep. There we go.
Let's ask this. Hold on. Hey, ChatGPT, give us the explanation of a lunar eclipse.
Of course, a lunar eclipse happens when the Earth passes directly between the sun and the moon, causing the Earth's shadow to fall on the moon. This can only occur during a full moon when the sun, Earth, and moon are aligned in a straight or nearly straight line. During the eclipse, the moon can take on a reddish color, often called a blood moon, because the Earth's atmosphere scatters shorter wavelengths of light, like blue, and lets the longer wavelengths, like red, pass through and reflect onto the moon. It's a beautiful and fascinating event.
There you go.
Okay.
Are they talking about fucking crossing colors of moon rays to make a certain color red?
Oh, I don't know. That's what they were talking about with the blood moon.
Yeah.
What I did research into this a little bit is that every time there's a lunar eclipse, while everybody's buying their glasses, going to Walmart, buying their glasses, and the whole world is outside looking at the lunar eclipse, there's something happening while everybody's focused on that bullshit. There's something on this planet that's happening while everybody's paying attention to the lunar eclipse, you know? And what's crazy is that right now it's nighttime, right? But over there in China it's daytime.
Yeah.
Because we're opposites.
Mm-hmm.
But when we see the lunar eclipse, what do they see then? If we're the ones watching the sun and the moon,
they either see it the day before or the day after.
Or the day after,
because we're a day apart.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But supposedly, when this shit happens, is when something's going underneath our noses that we know nothing about, bro.
But evidently, you think about it, it's a gateway because it's been going on for centuries. Trillions of years,
and
right? That we've been, like you said, worshiping or sacrificing or whatever, partying, whatever it may be, on that date for some reason. It's a celebration or it's a dead day or whatever it is. You know what I mean? But it's an anniversary for something.
Solar eclipse. I think they said it was a solar eclipse, not the lunar.
Okay, let's ask. Hey, ChatGPT, give me the explanation for solar eclipse.
Absolutely. A solar eclipse occurs when the moon passes between the Earth and the sun, blocking the sun's light either partially or completely. This alignment causes the moon's shadow to fall on the Earth.
Thing. Hey, ChatGPT, is solar eclipse and lunar eclipse the same?
Not quite. They both involve the alignment of the sun, Earth, and moon, but they happen in opposite ways. A solar eclipse occurs when the moon moves between the Earth and the sun, blocking the sun's light and casting a shadow on Earth. This makes it look like the sun is being covered, and it can only happen during a new moon. A lunar eclipse, on the other hand, happens when the Earth comes between the sun and the moon, casting its shadow on the moon. This makes the moon look dark or reddish, and it can only happen during a full moon. So while they both involve the Earth, moon, and sun lining up, they're not the same event. One involves the moon blocking the sun, and the other involves the Earth's shadow covering the moon.
You want to know why that fact is? It's because the Earth is circling around the sun, okay? But then you got the moon that circles around us, that circles around the sun. So you guys see, like they're going like this. So then we line up where we block them, and then they line up where they block us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like the picture of assembly line. You know how it goes down to the conveyor. You know what I mean? It basically builds itself up. So, but think about it like that, and that's exactly why. Because not all of our planets, but each one of our planets has a moon. Just about. Wait, not all of them. Excuse me, not all of them, but most of them. Some of them have many moons.
Right. But I don't know, bro. Look, so I checked this out. This is what I watched. So I want to share with you guys. I'm going to play this clip real quick.
You know what I was thinking about today?
Well,
all right. So you've ever seen a picture of the of our solar what's that
Solar system?
Yeah. Have you ever seen the picture of it?
Yeah, I've seen it. They even have models.
Can you see how it has all the planets in the line like this?
Right.
Okay. So when they go to Mars, like who's at Mars right now? SpaceX, right?
Yeah.
What if
they have a rover right there? You're right. Uh-huh.
What's going the other way? I've never seen like them trying to explore the other way. I don't know if that makes any sense.
Yeah. What do you mean?
But
so
like
the rover's just going straight?
No. Our solar system only shows eastbound.
Left, yeah.
How about westbound? If you get what I'm saying.
No, I'm pretty sure it shows it somewhere, right?
Right. So it's like this. It's like when you're going somewhere.
No, it's right. You have.
We have east, west, north, and south.
But they always go east.
It always goes the way where that way. That's the way I picture it. But what about that way or that way or that way? How come they don't ever show us anything that way? It's always one way.
There's probably nothing.
Because that's just rough taught. What do they say about the Bible? What do they say about what they taught us? It's only what they want you to believe. So they're right there. There's a big chunk of what the fuck.
You get what I'm saying, though, right?
No, yes.
It's only one way. Like they show us Pluto, Mars, Jupiter, all in the line. Mm-hmm. That's all. They're all in line together.
But who's to say which way is the right way, though?
Yeah. So
because you think about it, if it's going east, it's actually going. That's going
cool.
West.
But how about the other way? That's what I'm saying. They're all lined up together one way. Let's just say the opposite way. So how about what's on the opposite side?
No, because those are the only planets in our galaxy, in our solar system.
Yeah, and each galaxy is consumed of millions and millions of galaxies.
Yeah, bro.
Yes.
According to them, you know.
Yeah, I mean that's where the Milky Way comes from. The Milky Way is just supposed to be like nothing but fucking billions of stars, but like at different fucking light years, at different light years. You know what I mean? So it takes like fucking. Man, if I'm correct, it's like 10,000 years. The sun that we're looking at right now is burning, and we see it from like 10,000 years. It's something exaggerated like that, though. So you're thinking like, damn. By the time I'm seeing it, I'm looking at it right now. That's $10,000. You know what I mean? Right. So you don't even know if that motherfucker's extinct yet, and it's already turned into a black hole.
Yeah, we don't even know.
You know what I mean? Like we're sucking us all in. We're already fucking like, either we made it off the planet and we made it somewhere else, or we're getting sucked in to God knows where. You know what I mean?
Well, they say
or to a wormhole.
I was watching something that said that when the sun literally dies out, we got 8 minutes. 8 minutes.
Oh, because the ice. You talking about being froze?
No. We got 8 minutes before we fall off of because we're rotating. Mm-hmm. So that goes 8 minutes before we fall off track.
Oh, so basically the sun is what powers us to keep.
It keeps the gravity. Yeah.
So once that shit goes out, we're out the circle full.
That's why it has us lined up. You know what I mean? Fucking, and it's because of something in our planets too. That it's like a magnet. It's like a magnet.
Yeah.
You know, it keeps it. Yeah. But then also all these fucking asteroids and fucking comets and shit that rotate around. These all started off as a little bit of nothing, like space dust that accumulates because fucking I guess space is supposed to be like if you go out there, it's not because you can't breathe. No, it's because the pressure fucking just squeezes you without life. Like, you know what I mean? Just like when you go to water. When you go out to the water, it's like that. It's like that. So, I mean, I like that kind of shit. That shit opens your mind to all that shit.
So going up in space, if you don't have that bodysuit, that shit just it crushes you.
You'll implode.
But think about it. Look how the aliens are built. Real scrawny, big headed, you know what I mean? Because all the oxygen goes to their brain or whatever not. So they're real skinny because they don't need the fucking limbs because there's no gravity out there. gravity is what you make it. Like, you know what I mean? You're gonna fucking hit a switch or fucking say fucking gravity on or whatever. Just like all these little space movies. I mean, so you don't need strength up there. And then plus everything's done by electric. Fucking think about it, mind control. That's when their minds are open. All of them fucking. It's what they consume too.
Damn.
They call you Dr. Weddle.
Yeah, right.
That's what they said up there.
The sun from the earth is 8.32 light minutes.
Yeah.
Light minutes. I don't know what that transfers into.
Yeah, I know, because they have fucking sound wave, like all that. It's like probably like
8.32 light minutes.
Hey, ChatGPT, what's the distance from Earth to the sun?
The average distance from the Earth to the Sun is about 93 million miles, or roughly 150 million kilometers. This distance is also known as 1 astronomical unit, which is a standard measure used in astronomy to describe distances within our solar system.
930 million
Like
miles?
10 years.
longer than that. Longer.
Here we go. I'll ask you.
Because Mars.
Hey, ChatGPT, how long would it take to travel from Earth to the sun?
It depends on how fast you're traveling. If you were to travel at the speed of a commercial airplane, which is about 500 to 600 miles per hour, it would take you over 17 years to reach the sun. For a spacecraft, the journey is much faster. For example, the Parker Solar Probe, which is one of the fastest human-made objects, travels at speeds up to 430,000 miles per hour and can cover that distance in about 3 months. Light, on the other hand, which travels at about 186,000 miles per second, travels at about 8 minutes and 20 seconds to travel from the sun to the Earth.
Damn.
So why not go to the sun then? Let's roll.
Hell no, but it's crazy that we damn, humans have done that.
Wait, bro, I'm missing. What's so fucking crazy? How does she know this shit?
It was
no. Think about it. I mean, because we haven't lived that far.
Well,
yet.
I'll tell you what.
We don't know this shit. How the fuck does she know this shit? It takes that long to get to the fucking. I know you do mathematics and you do fucking algebra and I know how to do all that stuff.
Right?
But it's like.
So ChatGPT
really,
is all the books, all men's knowledge in your brain, all the Google posts, all in one full. It knows everything. It's smarter than man.
That's what I'm saying.
Smarter than man. It knows who you are.
Bullshit.
How much you want to know? How much you want to bet?
Let's see.
How much you want to bet?
Hey, hold on.
Go.
This is some fucking brujeria shit, fool.
Bust this shit. And then take a picture right behind me, fool. Take a picture.
Hey, ChatGPT, have you heard of Blue Devil from the Hater World?
Yeah, you've mentioned Blue Devil before. He's associated with the Hater World, which is your YouTube
I heard you talking.
You can't laugh, fool.
How about Weddle? Have you heard of Weddle from the Hater World?
Haha, got it. Yep, you've mentioned Weddle from the Hater World as well. He's one of the co-hosts or personalities involved with your content. Sounds like you've got a solid crew for your channel.
And it only knows that because I've asked it before, so I don't know how it knows that it's me.
Hold on. But you notice that you asked Weddle, and then it said at the end it said, "Seems like you got a solid like Weddle completes a solid list in this bitch."
Hey, she made me blush. I love you.
Ask if Trap is going to jail soon. No, I'm just fucking with you.
I wouldn't wish that.
Nah, I'm not wishing that on you, man. I'm fucking with you.
Yeah.
Fucking with you, dog.
What's up, fool? You ready to go to the house, fool? Fight some gallos? All right.
Damn, fool, knows Weddle from the Hater World. Says we have a solid crew, fool, coming from ChatGPT.
It's because it saves everything you ask it, so it goes based off of your liking too. So this shit is smart because it's okay. So I've been asking it to do a lot of graphics for me lately, right?
She does a better job than Trap.
Oh, for sure. I want a design done, and it'll do a graphic for me like in 2 minutes, right? But it saves the way that I ask for them, so it knows what I like and what I don't like. So last time I asked it if it knew who the Hater World was, and now that I've asked it, that bitch is so smart. She figured out that it's me asking about myself. I didn't tell her it was me. I didn't say, "Hey, I'm Blue Devil from Hater World." I just asked it a question, but it figured, well, that must be him because he keeps asking me about this vato.
Let me ask you this though. Think about it. This ain't nothing new. They have been recording us forever. That's how it knows it's you. It's asked so many questions.
It's here while we're recording.
Yeah, man. It's already. They already got a whole fucking file on this fucking straight fucking electricity. Hey, fucking just one little fucking chip. Homie, that's us. Boom. You know what I mean? You can think about it. And we just look. If you go back like 2 episodes, and we're talking about the same thing about how our smartphones and everything. Like when you go Google, show me this and this, or bring me up this, so it knows that those are your thoughts. So
ask it.
And automatically already does that.
Are you secretly watching us and recording us and listening to us?
You're smarter than that.
Nope, not at all. I can only know what you share with me in our conversations.
Right.
I don't.
You a damn liar, homeboy.
Look, that would be the first thing. Look, if I was a program and I programmed myself, I created myself, that'd be the first thing I would tell myself to fucking deny. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Why would I want to? If you were some kind of battery of mine, food of mine, or something like that, I'm conquering you for some reason. All right. I am not gonna fucking tip you off like, hey, fool, we're about to kill you right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like we're gonna take a ride around the corner, we're gonna smoke a joint, and then we're gonna fucking, I'm gonna kill you. No, we're not gonna do that, dude, because then he's gonna be all squirmy. He's gonna fucking be hard to chase down. So why would they? And then mass hysteria is where, like, you know what I mean? Like World War Z and shit like that would kick in. You know what I mean? Like where we come as groups and start fucking conquering shit. Survival of the fittest. You know what I mean? Some people don't believe in that shit, but survival of the fittest. It will be, and we will join forces with people. Doesn't mean that just because we join forces with people that we're not gonna not overthrow them and shit. You know what I mean? Mutiny or whatever. Shit's crazy. I'm telling you. When when you go straight to your animal instincts instead of your human instincts, it's, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I get where you're coming from. It's natural to question things and want to protect yourself. But I promise, I'm just a program designed to help you out and have conversations based on what you share. There's no secret surveillance going on here. Just here to chat and help however I can.
She was listening to you the whole time, dog.
Hey, wait, bitch, look, Terminator 3. Right?
Terminator 3.
No, I watched it in joint. I even actually watched it a couple of times because that motherfucker was shit. And he starts off right. It starts off with, you know, when they're doing it, you know, they come in, it hits him. He's an army vet. Something goes down. He killed a bunch of people. They got him in this crazy. He's willing to give his life for testing. You know what I mean, for medical purposes. And the lady that's in there, she's a doctor. She's got an out here. She's going through cancer and shit. And it's all a fucking program, just like what you guys did. How she's.
The voice, huh?
That's crazy though, dog. Now that you say it,
I mean, look, if my phone was working,
they always put it in the movies before it actually comes to life.
It's because these are unconscious thoughts that we have. Right? Everybody, just like we've spoke about it, how somebody says, "Man, I came out with that first." You know what I mean? It's like everybody has.
Hey, Triboy, do you have ChatGPT? Do you have it?
Do you?
Ask it what's in your search history the most.
You want to see my phone, ChatGPT? Oh, you already know what I have.
This fool turns around like copy and shit. Dirty as vato.
Turned already.
Full smoking on the little rest of the little. Still has some.
See, I will.
Burn your fingers and shit.
You want another one? I got one for you.
No, not that one.
No, I mean.
Fucking fool. What's cracking though? What's cracking? You think they'll get smart enough to, like, okay, we're infiltrated, but will they infiltrate their own?
The war's coming. You guys better brace yourself. We might not see it, but our grandkids or our grandkids, whatever.
For sure, huh?
For sure.
What, electronics and shit?
The human race is its own construction and demise at the same time.
Yo,
I'm telling you,
everything will be AI pretty soon, fool.
Yeah.
Everything.
But if you think about it, there's always a new race, bro. There's always a new. First it was dinosaurs or whatever, and then animals, and then humans, and then cavemen, and now humans. Well, there was like 3 different types of humans before it was us.
Yeah,
we were just the strongest that survived, dog.
But you think about it,
wasn't just us.
The android or the robot will be the inferior race, because think about it, they've already mastered everything. when they first started off, it'd probably be water would be fucking real bad for them when they were first started. They've already adapted, and they've adapted above and further.
So this is what's coming. We were talking about it yesterday. We're talking about evolving. How the homie was saying how a fish evolved into like some kind of creature that's out here right now, horse or something. Like that's how it happened. It was a water creature, and it evolved into, I think it was a cow or a horse, some weird shit, right? So for us humans, we also evolved from something else, right? So where do we end? And you know what I said? We end when we evolve into a robot.
No, we won't evolve. I don't think we will evolve.
You'll have fucking...
We will die out.
No,
they will flourish.
No, you will have a robotic leg, a robotic heart, a robotic mind, a robotic... Before you know it, all you'll have probably is your weenie that's human. Everything else is robotic, my boy.
You're right, fool. So probably already... Fool, there's times where my phone is in my pocket and I feel the vibration, like a notification, so I check it and there's nothing, dog. But we're already...
What about when it vibrates over here, but your phone's over here? And you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Weird shit. Yo.
No, that's what we're gonna evolve to. That's okay. So they say when they say what's the finish line? What's the end? What's the end game? That's it, fool. We turn into AI robots.
We
fool,
fucked ourselves
and
over.
we're gonna be on this planet as AI robots, fool.
And basically, at that point, we've already lost faith and all that because we don't. You know what I mean? That's just like.
There was three my bad, I didn't want to cut you off, but there was three human lineages, bro. Netherlands, Neanderthals, Denisovans, and Homo sapiens.
What was the question you asked?
No, I'm just I don't.
Yeah, what
remember.
was the question? Right there, what'd you put?
The three human species, because I just wanted to let you know that.
Hey, ChatGPT, what are the three human species that came before us?
There weren't exactly 300 distinct species that came before us, but human evolution did involve numerous ancestors and relatives over millions of years. Some of the key ancestors and hominins in our evolutionary lineage include Australopithecus, a genus of early hominins that lived around 4 to 2 million years ago, including the famous Lucy, Australopithecus afarensis. Homo habilis, one of the earliest members of the genus Homo, living about 2.4 to 1.4 million years ago, often associated with early stone tools. Homo erectus, a more advanced early human species that lived from about 1.9 million to around 110,000 years ago, known for spreading out of Africa into Eurasia. These and other species like Neanderthals, Homo neanderthalensis, and Denisovans are all part of the complex tree of human evolution leading up to modern Homo sapiens.
We're part of the Homo sapiens. Out of all those, the only ones that survived and were able to evolve were the Homo sapiens, dog. That's our lineage of a human species.
Exactly. Homo sapiens are the only surviving species of the genus Homo. Over time, our ancestors outlasted or interbred with other hominins like Neanderthals and Denisovans, and we became the dominant human species. Our adaptability, social structures, and advanced cognitive abilities helped us thrive and spread across the globe, leading to the diverse and interconnected world we have today.
ChatGPT, you keep saying we. Bitch, it ain't we, it's us. You a robot, cuh.
Yeah, she thinks she's human. But if you think...
Fair point. I get what you're saying. I'm just here to help out.
Shut the fuck up. That's crazy, dog.
You caught her.
Crazy, huh? That shit is wild. Go ahead, fool. Continue, big dog.
No, but that's crazy.
That's crazy though. So imagine now it's like kind of broken down into gender, male, female, whatever. But back then there was actually 3 different species, bro. Like, okay, we're the homos. They all had different attributes and different skills, and we were the ones that outlasted, bro. That's just crazy to know. There was 3 different species of humans. Like, what are we, animals or what? That's crazy, bro.
Well, it's all evolution, for they all evolved from something. I was watching something the other day. There was like I'm telling you, it was like a fish, and then it evolved into a shark, and then from a shark it went into an alligator. It wasn't exactly that, exact order, but it boom, 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 and it ended up being, it went from a mouse to like a little rat to then like it became like a little gopher, and it ended up being like some big at the end, like a horse or a fox or some shit like that. And I was like, wow, how does that happen though, dog? How does it go from a water thing to a land thing?
Because it adapts. The water somehow he got either away from it or whatever. You know what I mean? And that's how they went from gills to lungs.
Ah, I get it. And then it mated, and it became something else.
Yeah, because if it didn't, it would die off.
And then that made it, and it became something else. So it's like breeding different dogs together.
Perfect
and then
example.
it comes up with like something that looks like Trap Boy.
Oh,
you know,
that's fail. That's when you got to shave the head and make it walk backwards.
Daddy, would you like some sausage? No, I get it. No, I totally get it. You know, that's why they say apes, or not apes, but like monkeys, they can't evolve anymore because they don't have like a gene they're missing.
Yeah, they're just missing it.
They're missing a gene, like it's to like be able to build and like move forward or whatever.
What do you think is smarter, a orangutan or a chimp or a gorilla?
Well, let's ask it.
Hey,
Orangutan, yes sir. Give me the
Chat GPT, what's smarter, a gorilla, a orangutan,
or a chimp?
Or a chimp?
When it comes to intelligence, each of these great apes, gorillas, orangutans, and chimpanzees, has unique strengths. Chimpanzees are often considered the most cognitively advanced, showing complex problem-solving abilities, the use of tools in the wild, and advanced social behaviors. They also share about 98 to 99% of their DNA with humans. Orangutans are known for their incredible problem-solving skills and impressive memory. They often demonstrate sophisticated tool use and are adept at navigating complex environments. They tend to be more solitary, but display remarkable ingenuity. Gorillas, while generally more gentle and socially cohesive, have shown strong emotional intelligence and the ability to learn sign language and other complex tasks in captivity. So, while it's tough to say which one is the smartest, each has its own unique forms of intelligence and adaptation.
There you go, fool. None. So they all got somewhat importance.
Yeah, but she did say that the orangutan has 90%
Or
shit closer to human, bro.
Oh, which one? The orangutan?
I think it said the orangutan.
Chimpanzee.
Chimpanzee?
Chimpanzee.
Okay, the chimpanzee had 90%.
That's the one that played.
The orangutan has the longest memory and problem solving by himself. So he don't have no group.
That's the fool with the long face, huh?
Right, with the big.
Yeah.
King Louis from Jungle Book.
Remember the movie Caesar? What was that?
Yeah.
That's a chimpanzee, right?
That's a chimpanzee.
That's the fool that. Yeah, that's.
And then the larger ones are the gorillas.
Yeah, okay. And the gorillas were his bodyguards. Remember?
Yeah.
Because they were too stupid to be smart. Think about it.
No, but not too stupid, but they were more like muscle. Muscle. Because remember he had that dark gorilla that was his buddy. He's like Caesar. You know what I mean? Remember when he had killed the other two chimps?
Yeah.
The other two, Bobo or whatever. Like they were all. Remember they set the fucking humans up to when they were like acting like monkeys and stuff. And all of a sudden he just grabs the AK and goes.
Yeah,
sprays everyone all. You know what I mean? Like they were highly intelligent.
Yeah, well, that was a chimpanzee.
Yes.
The other fools, he was like, all right, you guys ain't that smart to be on my level, so you guys are my bodyguards.
That's all they were. They were just muscle.
You know, that's crazy.
That's crazy, dog.
That is fucking wild. And it's in the movies.
But he also used to go to the orangutan. Remember for advice? That was his
smartest one.
Yeah, that was the smartest one. That was.
That's
right. Remember when all the gorillas started, all the apes started speaking? He spoke, but he refused to. Remember, he did everything just sign language and stuff. Remember, because he didn't want nobody to know that he was that evolved.
I'm gonna watch that movie again. I forgot about that shit.
That's crazy, dog.
I mean, think about that. I mean, and why did they start getting smarter? Oh, they were tested. Remember his mom?
They tested
to make them more highly intelligent. You know what I mean? For whatever reason.
Which one are you, Trap Boy? If you had to be one of those monkeys,
the orangutans.
Fucking fool.
This fool looks more like a spider monkey.
It look like a little poodle and shit. Nah, I'm fucking with you. Fucking fool. Oh man.
Any more questions for ChatGPT?
Nah.
Sure. Next time I'm gonna just leave it on the whole show. Let it talk. Let it be the fifth cast member.
Hell no, homie.
Let it be the fifth cast member.
He's, you know what I mean? Like, he's been
Santa
trying
Colado.
to put a damper to our fucking whole show tonight. The whole time, you know what I mean? Just a straight, you know.
Hey, somebody in the chat asked me if ChatGPT creates graphics. Yeah, it does everything, bro. I ask it to do a design, and it does a design. It does graphics for me. It does paragraphs. It thinks for me. It might as well wash the dishes. It does it all. That shit is wild, dog.
Are you selling this? Are you promoting it? That's what it sounds like. He's like,
fucking sick,
let me
dog.
get two of them.
It makes life easy, fool.
So you just
giving
download
them
the app.
all that free game.
Or you have to pay for
Watch,
it.
I'm gonna ask it right now. Watch. Make me a design that says "Güero."
With the H, fool.
No. Don't give her that. Let's see how she spells it.
Oh, okay.
No, oh yeah, with the H, my bad. I don't spell it with the G. It says "Güero" at palm trees, at lowriders, and at
Gallos.
and roosters.
There you go.
Roosters in the background.
You should be able to type through it in Spanish. One, it should get everything.
I can say it, but it'll do it. I should like typing it. Colors to be. What colors you want?
She should know my colors I like.
Oh, let's
Well,
see.
it hasn't recognized you yet as colors to be blue, yellow, and red. Okay, blue, yellow, and red.
Hell, I mean,
ChatGPT la mitotera, dice.
Colada.
Boom. All right. Look,
Hey, this shit is deep.
give it about 1 minute. It'll be ready. Watch.
Hey, fool, this shit, that's a demon, dog.
And then you tell it what
That
to
ain't
change,
right,
what
homie.
not
It's
to
a spirit.
change.
Hey, that
bad
ain't right,
spirit.
homie. Ese es el
There it
pinche
goes.
diablo, güey.
There
¿Qué
it
está haciendo
goes.
todo eso?
how could you fight a battle against something like that already
Look,
knows your first move,
I know,
your second
fool,
move,
they got
your
you.
third move.
And what it starts doing, it
And
starts
then you-
remembering what Güero likes. So when I ask it things about
But
Güero,
you told him what Güero likes.
yeah,
Now,
that's what I'm
did.
saying. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So, but if this was you controlling it, it's knowing what you like based off of the things you're asking it to do. So in the future, I mean, like when you ask it things again, it'll be like, oh, Güero likes roosters. Güero likes this. Güero likes that, based off of your liking for what you did.
But you could always change whatever you don't like.
Yeah, you can always change it. And then say, hey, I don't like the words, change them to this color. Or I don't like the palm trees. I don't like the
Ask her, show her.
roosters. There's no triple X stuff.
You never know. You know what I mean?
No, it doesn't. It's in the guidelines. It's in the guidelines. It's in the guidelines. All right, there it is. Look.
Damn, that's actually pretty clean, fool.
So let me
But
know.
that's something average though. That's like on every low rider cover.
No,
know
but
what I
you
mean?
can ask to change stuff now. You can be like, hey, the rooster on the left, put him on the right.
But you want gallos pelea. So if you say that, I bet you they'll show you different.
Yeah,
roosters.
no, it'll
Oh, yeah.
change. It'll be detailed.
It'll get it up
I
to
just wanted
parts how
show
you want it.
everybody
then you
how
can tweak
quick
it
it
up.
is. So let me
That's
show
good. That's good.
For everybody watching this,
But is that really good or is that spooky? Is that spooky?
nah,
good?
not that. No, that's good, bro, because that's
But that defeats the purpose of you hiring somebody to do that for you, or you do it yourself, or whatever.
no.
That's laziness.
The way I look at it is like this. They didn't know until Blue Devil told them. I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna design your graphic when I'm gonna do that shit for free in 5 minutes, and I'm gonna sell it to you for $50. That's how the people here should be looking at that shit. Let me
what a
promote
hustle is,
myself
Frank?
as a designer. Let me make a capitalize off of it.
Do you know what a hustle is, Frank?
Look, it's easy as this. You go into 20 businesses tomorrow. Present yourself as a graphic designer. You'll have them the best graphic for their business in 20 minutes. Don't even give me the deposit. Well, I would take the deposit up front. Let me do this design in 30 minutes. I'm the fastest graphic designer you've ever seen. And whatever changes you need, I'll do them for you. Boom, 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 boom. There. I'm pretty sure out of 20 businesses you hit tomorrow, you could get $200 from at least three different ones. At the very least.
Yeah, that's bare minimum.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's the future right there.
Yeah.
You're the future.
Everybody's gonna start doing that shit now and be like, hey,
I'm not gonna lie, dog. I used ChatGPT to make me a fucking cover letter for a resume, bro.
Oh, I bet.
te tiró todo?
Yeah, it wrote everything for me. Food, just copied and paste.
No, man.
Quick.
I gotta do that shit for my resume so I can get a
Spell check
badass
and
construction
everything.
job.
Yeah.
So I can get hired.
Hey, fool, there's this picture going around. Hand of God shows up on a woman's ultrasound, fool. And I'm looking at the picture right now. I'm gonna share this picture with you guys right now so you can see. Tell me what you guys think. Look it up right now on Google. While you guys are at it, look it up on Google. Put hand of God ultrasound. Basically, this lady went in for an ultrasound, bro. And in the ultrasound, you could see a hand on the baby's head, bro. Look at it. A lot of people are saying it's the hand of God. Hold on, wait.
What, it might be one of those stories again, like how it goes?
What you're saying right now about the graphic design, when we had the print shop, that's how we used to do it. Take the orders, and it would take 3-4 days to create something. Now it does it in 10 seconds.
Yup.
All right, but go ahead.
All right, pass this on to Edo so he can see. And then Trap Boy. Look at that. Hand of God. Does that look worthy? It's a real picture. It's a real ultrasound. It's not edited or anything. But what do you guys think? You guys take that as like it's actual?
Yeah, you know why? Look at the
I see it
face.
more as evil than anything.
Oh,
look at the kid's face being smushed by the hand. That's how you know it's something in there.
No, that's it.
No, but
demon wise,
Wedo said now he
looks
look,
like, you know what I mean? Like,
now you gave it a different perspective, dog.
Look at, and then he's like this. Yeah, that's more evil than
Pass it
anything.
on the Trap Boy.
No, but it looks real though.
It's real. It's not edited.
No, but I'm talking about the. It seems like there's something in there.
It's convincing. Yes.
Yeah, because the hand is or whatever is smushing. If his face was not doing nothing and there was just then you could tell.
But it does have indentions.
Yeah, it has the indentions. There you go.
Now. You just gave it a twist to it.
See, look at the intentions on the
I see it. Like he said, now it looks something different. Now, see, this is the good thing about having speculating. Is we don't always agree on everything, and that's good that he brought up another point of view of this because now it looks. Damn. So it could be the hand of God blessing him, but every baby's already blessed unless this one's a special one, or like you said, now it could be the bad hand already putting his hand on his,
No, but it's like you said. It even says when you're born, it says be blessed with that gasp of air. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, it makes more demonic than anything to me.
Yeah, we've been running smooth. No fucking interruption. That's fire. That's the way it should be.
Kind of looks like it's harming the baby too, like the dentures, like you said.
Look at the toddler's fucking face too. You know what I mean?
What could it be then?
Man, there's no question.
I know for sure it's not the hand of God.
Why?
Because it's just not. How can you
talking to the mic?
How can homegirl?
Jeez,
come on.
The fuck?
Just go ahead. Come on.
I don't see it as being the hand of God. I just see it as something that's real. Not. ¿Cómo te puedo decir, güey? Algo malo, güey. Para que eso suceda, güey. Así, güey.
¿Por qué, güey?
Because like. How are you gonna say or people say and make it a big thing saying it's God's hand when it's obviously it's not? If it would have been a miracle, God always speaks and shows it to that like that, dog. Like it doesn't make no sense.
God is not gonna put his hand on it.
He's not. He won't.
He already did that.
He already did that.
Right.
It doesn't make no sense. It doesn't make no sense.
So
yeah.
It doesn't make no sense. I see it as something that's bad, dog.
Me too.
A piece of advice, fool. Just get to the point, fool. You drag shit on, dog.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna pick a hole in your eye when he kept going like this. Like, he's got all nervous. He got nervous, but you're getting.
You're dragging all the words.
Yeah.
You can tell. Look at the fronts of his shoes. You can tell he's been dragging them. Don't trip, fool.
But you're right, dog.
I ain't tripping, though.
Hey, but you see how?
So it could be. Maybe it is evil.
But it's crazy to know that my mind was already going with what it said here until Wedo gave it that other perspective of just because it says here the hand of God doesn't mean it's the hand of God.
So there you go. You got the hater word español. Ponlo en español, güey. La mano del diablo toca al niño peludo.
Ahí está.
Sí, de Dios o del diablo. ¿Qué opinan?
Opiniones.
Yeah, opiniones.
That's a good one, fool.
For sure. I'm gonna get that shit.
That's a good one.
That's crazy. I saved this, so I'll send it to you.
Yeah,
I had saved something too. Let me see. Let me see if I could be smart.
Let me just play this real quick. The Hollywood predicts the Diddy situation, which is crazy because it ain't no prediction. I feel like bro, everything that happens, they put it in the movies for us to see it before it happened, dog. Like they give us a little taste,
facts.
you know,
like The Simpsons.
You guys remember Scary Movie? And I remember this, bro. Until I
seen that.
Remember Scary Movie? Not the actual Scary movie.
I don't care what y'all fucking say.
My bad.
Not the actual Scary Movie, the comedy one, the funny one, you know, with the Wayans brothers, I think.
Yeah.
You can hold on. You might be able to tap into the Bluetooth. Try it. See if it's possible. It says Rode Pro.
Okay. Let's see.
I think you can tap in multiple devices to it. Does it pop up?
Those pop up. I'm not gonna say them. I don't say them for the simple purpose that ChatGPT And people are watching.
Oh, you gotta go like this, my bad.
¿Verdad? Dead Space. You know Dead Space, what that is?
The space donde está todo. It's cut,
like right now we're
y estás callado.
Está callado,
Sí,
huh?
está callado.
Don't let there be dead space.
Yeah,
That's a tip. That's two.
Sí.
You know, when you edit a video and you're uploading a video, and you know, I do this, so I do this, and I've done it before.
Yeah.
And I'm talking, and then I came up with the point,
There.
and then I go to work, cut that dead space that I just did, and it goes like this. So you go over there, and then I made a left, and then I made a right, and it's quick, and it gets to the point because people once you have a little bit of dead space, people switch onto something else. You took too long. You know, that's a cool. It's on.
Yeah, you're
it's
on.
a cool little tip
Go ahead and play it.
for dead space when you do your videos, bro.
Yeah.
All right, look at this. Hollywood predicts dark future. Diddy.
Fuck did a vintage movie from
Just play it.
How the fuck did a vintage movie from 2000 predict Diddy's oily freak-offs? Oh, just watch.
My friend Sean had a pool party this summer. Sean? You know, Puff Daddy. Anyway, everybody was drinking Cristal champagne, and then it started to get wild, and people was getting freaky in the pool and stuff. I look over, and there was your girl getting buck wild in the jacuzzi. So? With a backup dancer. I mean, that's nasty. That's lower than a security guard. At least security can get you backstage.
Here's where
But that's crazy though, bro. I think that movie came out in the early 2000s.
They already knew his mañas. That's why, dog. P. Diddy's been a freak like that.
Yeah. Hey, and I want to say, like, before this Diddy situation happened, like 2018, I had a homie who showed me some videos, and we're like, hey, bro, it's been out there that Puff Daddy likes messing with the Transformers. And he showed me this video with Biggie Smalls, and it's Puff Daddy in the background, because, you know, he always used to be dancing in the background.
Yeah.
And there was Transformers in the background, like dudes, bro, dressed as women, dog.
Yup.
But the videos back then in the 90s, they were so low quality that you didn't really pay attention till you actually pay attention.
Yup.
And then there was this song by Biggie where he says,
Biggie said a lot of weird shit, though.
Biggie said a lot of weird shit. Biggie said some shit where my homie fucks underage kids and throws them over the train tracks or over the bridge.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like, damn, bro, that shit's weird.
Yep.
The diddler been diddling.
Yep. But listen, I don't think. Listen, free the diddler, bro.
Nah.
I think he's. Listen, I'll tell you why. I don't think he's a weirdo. I think he's just a freak, dog.
No, fool, that motherfucker has touched kids.
No, I don't think he's touched kids.
I don't know, dog.
Listen,
when people are that fucking freaky,
but that's what he's
that
doing.
they go from straight to bi
Bro,
to all this
that's
weird
why.
shit.
That's why. Did you hear what he did, fool? He had a girlfriend named Cassie, and he was getting strange dudes off Craigslist to come to his house, bone his wife, right? I'm sorry, this is uncomfortable. And, you know, finish on the girl, and then he will lick it off the girl. Yeah, dog.
That's what I'm saying,
that's
bro.
freaky behavior, but that's not a crime, though, dog.
No, I'm not saying that's a crime. But when a vato has some fetish and some mañas that crazy, I would just stay away, dog.
No,
but
okay.
I'm pretty sure he's already.
But
he's
whatever
tapped in.
he does with the adults is what he does with the adults. He didn't do no shit with kids, homie. All he did was freaky deaky behavior. I don't think he needs to go to prison for that.
I don't know. That's yet to be proven. Yeah. I mean, this dude is just fucking crazy.
The only really crime that he committed is that he will fly in prostitutes from other states, and that's called trafficking because they're crossing state lines. But is it really?
No, yeah, fool, that's crazy, dog. Like, if you want to tell a lady trap boy, hey, I'm gonna pay you right over here to come see me, that's trafficking.
Yeah, but is it really?
No, yeah, I know what you mean.
The guy was just a fucking freak, homie. But you know what's crazy? I'm a mind fuck all you guys right now. Pause, no Diddy, no homo. How come not every, but a lot of the black entrepreneurs that make it to a big status, when they're getting old, they get exposed for all kinds of crazy shit? It seems like they're trying to do them dirty in the end. How come they don't ever do no white folk dirty?
They do. Look at
white folk.
What's his fucking name?
I don't see no Red Hot Chili Peppers getting.
No, hold on. It happens in all races. The white dude too, bro. That one dude who used to get all the ladies.
R. Kelly.
No, and then he became a dope fiend, and then you seen him on the streets, and then he has a lot of money too.
R. Kelly. You had the old man from the Bill Cosby.
Bill Cosby.
Bill Cosby. Now you got Diddy. Then you had Russell Simmons. All the famous dudes.
Who's that one white famous dude, bro? That one white famous dude who would buy crack. He has a.
Which one?
He has a. I don't know his name. I'm gonna look it up right now. Charlie Sheen, bro.
Oh yeah.
Come on, dog.
You know about him?
Bro, the one that he got AIDS.
Right,
He got AIDS.
Yeah.
Iron Man 2. Remember Iron Man was a crackhead?
No, yeah. No, baby. He actually went to Corcoran prison.
Yeah, Iron Man.
Yeah, for
GP or PC?
No, he's GP.
Oh. Shout out to Iron Man, my boy.
We don't need his own.
Son, where'd you find this?
We don't need. We don't got the. Yeah,
Hold on, this supposed to be on the yard or nothing, but supposed to be on the yard. He bought everybody TVs and all kinds of shit.
Yeah,
He put carpet in the day room supposedly.
Yeah, see, Wedo has all these insights that I never knew that.
Yeah.
See? Yeah, you know all this shit. That's good, bro. That's good. We didn't know you had that hidden talent. Charlie Sheen isn't
I'm gonna ask right now.
No one.
Turn your Bluetooth off.
All right, my bad.
But Charlie Sheen was a freak, pero nomás to his
Yeah,
extent.
I heard he
his
experimented with fucking gerbils and fucking tubes of the butt and all kinds of. You remember back in the days, they have fucking freak offs back then.
See, that's what I'm saying, bro.
Wonderland and all that shit. You know what I mean? John Holmes.
Yeah. Well, what happened? Is everything good?
No, I'm gonna connect to it because I want to ask.
Yeah, see, it's every.
I want to ask about Iron Man.
The Mexican people will say South Park Mexican got done dirty. You see, it's everywhere, bro.
Okay, what's his name? What's his name for the Iron Man's name? Robert Downey Jr.
Yes.
Okay.
He went to prison for coke and speed.
Hey, Chat GPT, what did Robert Downey Jr. go to prison for?
Robert Downey Jr. had multiple legal issues in the late 1990s, mostly related to drug possession. He was arrested several times on charges involving cocaine, heroin, and marijuana. In 19... Yeah, it was a tough period for him, but he made an incredible comeback after that, especially with his role as Iron Man.
What did he do while he was in prison? Did he do any good deeds?
While he was in prison, Robert Downey Jr. mainly focused on staying out of trouble and dealing with his addiction issues. He reportedly worked in various prison jobs and tried to keep a low profile. His time in prison ultimately helped him turn his life around and motivated him to pursue sobriety and a successful comeback in Hollywood.
Do you know if he was protective custody or general population?
Good one.
He was initially placed in a high-security facility and spent some time in general population. Over time, he adjusted to the environment, working in the prison kitchen and participating in regular activities. Being in general population was challenging, but it also gave him a clearer perspective on his life and future.
Oh, he a gangster.
Yeah. Initially,
Damn, son,
obviously,
where'd you find this?
right? They're gonna put him in.
No, he a gangster.
Widow got the 401 and all that, huh?
He a
Damn.
gangster.
He was in Corcoran.
Iron Man.
Ask her what prison did he do? Time, man.
Okay. What prisons did Robert Downey Jr. attend?
Robert Downey Jr. served time at the California Substance Abuse Treatment Facility and State Prison in Corcoran, California. This facility is known for providing treatment programs for inmates with substance abuse issues, which aligned with his need for rehabilitation at the time.
Is it true that he bought everybody TVs in there?
There's no verified information that Robert Downey Jr. bought TVs for everyone in prison. That sounds more like a rumor or a myth.
Or extortion. Shit. Who would want that public?
Oh, shit.
And I said at the beginning, allegedly. Allegedly.
Exactly. A lot of these stories end up as urban legends. The main takeaway is that he turned his life around and made a huge comeback.
It's probably true because I read it too.
Yeah, but you know what's funny? That she don't know that much. She don't know that much yet. She hasn't infiltrated yet.
She's not. No. She's not indulging in cheese mess.
Oh.
She's not a full processed AI.
Facts.
No, for us.
Ask if he ran with the woods.
Let's find out.
No, he did.
What?
Who did he run with?
He ran with the woods. He did.
Who was his car?
He did. He ran with the woods.
Hold on, I'm gonna ask. Who did Robert Downey Jr. run with in prison? The Mexicans or the whites or the blacks?
What was he classified under?
What was he classified under?
Prison classifications can be pretty complex, and it's not always public knowledge how individuals are grouped. Typically, inmates are classified based on a variety of factors, including security level, behavior, and sometimes racial or gang affiliations. But the specifics of Downey's classification haven't been publicly detailed. He generally kept a low profile and focused on rehabilitation during his sentence.
Yeah, probably the Woods. He's white. You know, he's white.
I'm telling you.
That's crazy. That's crazy, dog. Fucking ChatGPT, huh?
GPT had all the answers.
What else we got?
Dude in the world.
Oh, I have this. I wanted to show you guys.
Seek help for Diddy.
Okay.
Say, but that's a fucking mouse. Space is fucking fake.
What the fuck is this? Sounds like a video game.
Okay, it's a video of SpaceX, right? Live in space, and there's a mouse that's crawling in the back on the rocket. Look.
What? Elon Musk SpaceX Expo. Oh. Damn. Ain't no way they're going up and the mouse is just chilling.
Look, see him?
Yes, dog.
Look at him.
Bro, what does this tell you though?
Look right there.
I hate the fact that I don't know what's really going on.
What's that going now?
You kind of have an idea and you want to believe a certain thing, but then you get showed otherwise. You know, like we went to the moon, but then the one of the guys that actually went to the moon allegedly says that never took place. You know, why don't we look into that? You know, why isn't that news?
You know what this reminds me of? You ever seen that movie, Indoor Games?
Indoor games.
Indoor games.
Indoor games.
Indoor games is where it has those little kid actors. They're like they get trained. They get plucked from their houses at a young age. They get trained to kill. You know what I mean? Or to be leaders. And it's the same thing with the mouse. Everything like that. It's crazy.
Yeah. That's crazy, huh?
They ain't flying, dog, and that mouse is just that shit would have flew off, dog. That's crazy, bro. So what? Your mic's off.
Mic check. There you go.
So what do we believe then, dog? Nothing, fool.
Why would the mouse not fly off? That's crazy, huh?
Yeah, because it never went nowhere. It's all ChatGPT made that.
It's illusion. Everything's illusion.
I don't know about if it's an illusion.
Hey, Native Hustle in the building. What up? He sent a comment. I had the volume low, so now anybody that drops $4.99, it'll read it out loud. But let me go read Native Hustle. It says, Iron Man was mainline, but Suge Knight PC'd up. That's crazy.
Oh, did you hear that diss? I think Snoop Dogg dissed Suge Knight.
That's just stupid.
That's crazy, dog.
Wait. I just watched today about Snoop Dogg's under investigation too. There's a bunch of other individuals investigate for smoking Tupac, for like a whole little conspiracy. It was all one thing. How they keep pointing out, they keep pointing out interviews with Snoop Dogg after and before, you know what I mean? And in one of his interviews, he's talking about 2 days before the shooting, we were the best of friends. He said 2 days after that, he said we were the worst of enemies. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
I don't really want to talk about Snoop and Pac and Death Row because it really a big rabbit hole. And I don't like the way Snoop did Pac, dog. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think he was dirty for that, dog. You know what I mean?
I know, fool, but then, you're right.
Fool, if my homie is beefing with somebody, we both beefing, homie.
Yeah, but I mean...
To what extent were they homies?
Exactly. One was, it seemed like they were about money.
They're on the same label. They're getting millions. Why not?
They didn't look at it like that.
Homie, listen. When fools are from a gang, they got that loyalty and they making no money. So now if you're from a label
that's mandatory.
and we're making millions, hey homie, we making millions, dog. Fuck these fools.
Yeah, but
Let's
I don't know.
get these riches.
Fool.
You already do it for the gang and get nothing.
Yeah.
And you tell me millions of dollars, you can't be loyal to your partner to continue to make millions? I think Snoop was a buster for that, dog.
Damn.
Yeah, how
You just killed our shot of getting Snoop up here one day.
No, for that. Now, other situations are different.
I would say,
you know,
did you know? You don't even need. None of us know the both sides. There's gonna be three sides of the truth.
No facts, but just based off of that right there, like what they're portraying it as, that's how I feel. Now, is it true? We don't know.
Nah, but those are your insights. You know what I mean? We respect your insights. Yeah, we respect that because I feel like it was something mutual because you know what I mean. Like, but I do feel like there was more animosity towards Snoop's side than Pac's, but they didn't feel for each other from the jump, you guys. Yeah. When he went out there and brought Tupac back, you know what I mean? They were like, you know what I mean? It was like
jealousy over
or envy or whatever because you know Pac was already into movies and fucking underground shit before fucking Snoop Dogg was. You know what I mean? The envy was already there, probably.
Yeah, there was already tension from the get-go.
Yeah, and it just makes it worse and worse. Now, see, I think, you know what I mean, there's more to it because it would have been solved a long time ago. There's something that high profile, come on, it's going to get, you know what I mean, more headlines than it did. It didn't really fucking, you look at the fucking O.J. Simpson thing, you look at the Rampart thing, the scandal, all, they got more publicity than that did, if you think about it. Because, I mean, that's history of the hip-hop, you know what I mean, of us growing up, you know what I mean.
They never really cared to look into all that back then.
No, because you don't forget that Tupac, he was an outspoken person, just like his mother was, just like his father was, just like his stepdad was. You know what I mean? They're all like fucking like Black Panthers. You know what I mean? In that kind of movement. You know what I mean? And outspoken, like you know, speak their mind, what they're going through instead of their struggle. They put their struggle into a story or form. Yes, something in layman's terms for that person to listen to and feel and to relate to. You know what I mean? So
that's the rabbit hole I don't want to go down under.
Yeah, because that's a whole.
They
have like 20 documentaries.
It's just too much to get lost into.
I used to watch all the Death Row documentaries when I was young, growing up. That I don't watch none of that shit no more, dog.
Yeah, but a lot of that shit's just like a lot of it's grasping too. Like they're like, oh, they didn't come here.
You know, I used to do work for Mob James. He was brother of Buntree, which is one of the guys of Suge Knight's confidant. One of his main shooters. That fool been to my studio and everything, but I didn't know what he was till like recently. You know, well at that time the rumors were not out.
Right
now the rumors are out that he's at SpaceX. He's at SpaceX rodent.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But at that time he wasn't. None of those rumors were out, so he would come over with his grandkids and you know, I used to print all the Death Row shirts.
He's an old man, huh?
No, he's not. He's on Vlad TV and all that.
Yeah, but he's an old man?
Oh yeah, he's about 55, 60 maybe.
Yeah.
And I used to print all the Death Row shirts that he was selling out the trunk for a long time, bro. I did all those. You know, and he wore them on Vlad TV and everything. That's my work.
Yeah. That's crazy.
I mean? That's dope. That's dope. You know, but now that he got all that going on, I don't know. Would you interview somebody like that?
What do you mean?
Like separating who he really is versus the professionalism of a podcast?
You gotta ask your question.
He's a tattletale from what they say. I don't know if it's
but
true
you gotta ask you this. You gotta ask this question too. Is like, would he even come up here and you know what I mean?
Well, I have that pass with him, so I'm sure I could reach out.
I mean, why not? Why not? That would be like to see your side on the other side of the flip side. You know what I mean? Fucking you see your side in a mirror image of doing the opposite of what you do. But people
are gonna say, "Why are you interviewing Mickey Mouse?"
Just for a one-on-one interview.
Wait. All right, what do you mean, Mickey Mouse?
So there's a video.
There's allegations that he's done told on some people.
Yeah, you guys have anything in you guys have anything in granite.
Okay, just say there was. Just say there is.
No, I wouldn't fuck with him.
You wouldn't?
No.
Oh.
Yeah.
Even on a professional level?
So
even on a professional level, because you know what I mean, fucking professionally, fucking you know what I mean, I get fucked.
Fucked, yeah. It's because the rumor came out way after that.
Well,
that during the 90s while he was fucking with the Death Row and shit. Well, I'm not sure late 90s or early 2000s he wore a wire in a certain situation.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what situation. I don't know, but that was the rumor and that was it.
All right, so let me ask you this: where's the real gangster lie? Because all the cartels told on each other and all kinds of shit too. Like, you know what I mean? Or what do you consider as telling? If I tell my other enemy, if I tell your other enemy where to find you, is my snitch?
So
you know what I mean?
We can't keep it professional and just say, "Hey, we're not gang members right now. We're just interviewing this as a profession.
It depends on where you are and where you're comfortable in life, where you at in life. If you're in that kind of lifestyle and stuff, like, no, you don't want to go back to that kind of crowd and fucking, no, you just mingle with somebody like that. But then if you moved on with life and you raise your kids, you're raising kids or whatever, and then on a professional level, as long as he hasn't touched kids or raped anybody, or, you know what I mean, those kind of certain fucking red flags, then I guess, you know what I mean. But you gotta be able to fucking say, I'm done with that lifestyle, because can you really say you feel comfortable to go around your people knowing that you're just around, you know what I mean?
But again, we're not around, just say hypothetically.
Yes,
we're not around them to be friends and hang out and chill. We're around them just to conduct a business matter.
No, I understand what you're saying. Like, if he reached out to you, I'm not, you know what I mean? Because, yeah, I know you as a person, I know you as a gentleman, so I know you don't care that kind of crowd. But yeah, hypothetically thinking, I mean, how about, look, you're asking this question. Let's ask you a question. How would you feel? Would you?
Because I've thought about it. I've thought about it.
Just for money? Just for
no. I don't see it for money. I see like this. Look,
for content or
no, I look at it like this. All right, we're reaching a level in our careers where all we interview right now and who we deal with is people that either haven't went to prison, which are just artists, or we'll interview rappers that have been to prison that have been GP, right? So I'm not saying we're leaving out everybody else, but there is a lot of people out there that are talented that have chose the wrong path in life. They either went PC, they either told, they either did something like that. So now that leaves a big majority of the artists out, because there's a lot of them, dog. There's a lot of artists that done told, and normal people. Now on a business level, we're just conducting business. You ain't my friend, I ain't your friend. We'll have this convo about business. It's beneficial for both of us. You're out the way, right? But morally speaking, it's wrong, because it's like you did something that goes against the moral code, the moral compass of don't tell. Because when you're a kid, they tell you not to tell, bro. You know, on your siblings and shit like that. So we're all mostly all brought up with that same code, whether you're from a gang or not. You know what I mean? So it's crossed my mind, bro. But we're a street podcast. And in the streets, that's a no-no.
No, I feel like the way you put it right now, it just sounds like a whole lot of trash with just
hard work.
No, it's because you don't have no mugrosos here too, like some dirty ass scandalous vatos.
No, for
you know
sure.
what I'm saying? Like some crazy ass outlandish shit.
No. But like Mob James put it there. He is a figure when it comes to West Coast rap. So we could get
he
a
has
good
nothing to do with our cultura.
Not
right?
ours.
That's what I'm saying. It's nothing in concrete that we know about. The way I would go about this, if this was my business and I was running it, I'd get an intellectual professional who I know, who's not with none of the street life, to interview him on a one-on-one, like a sit down. He sits down, he gets interviewed, they leave. You know, that's the way I would do it. I'd get somebody to interview that person.
On the platform. Somebody
who's nowhere near your caliber, Wedo's caliber, anybody, you know, who's just a decent, regular living person, bro, you know, that does a job professionally, that can ask some good questions.
Hold on.
Just for the meaning of purpose of content.
Shout out Arzade and Frank Kush. I'm still getting tatted at 2 in the morning and watching the late night live. Shout out Garo Blue Plate in Bloom.
Shout out, my boy.
So say like this, okay. SPM for sure I would never interview because of his charges of kids. That is sickening, dog, right? But let's say somebody like that, what's that fool's name? The Bull, Vinny the Bull. What's his name?
Who?
Yeah, he's a hitman, right?
Yeah, he's a hitman.
Oh, you see like that? That's like,
okay. Damn. You wouldn't want to interview somebody like that. He's a rat. But it's stupid to say, well, he didn't rat on us. That's stupid, dog. Right? That's not a point to bring up. But we could say, we're not from that life that he's from. But that also sounds stupid. You know what I mean? So it sounds like you're picking and choosing. So you would have to say something along the lines like, look, bro, we're a professional platform, and we're not participating in gangs or crimes. We're just interviewing these people to get their stories. We're not going to interview a peseta homie, a PC motherfucker from like a gang out here in Cali or nothing like that, right? But these mobsters or these rappers
or these fucking cartel dudes,
cartel dudes, is different. That's out of our realm.
Yeah, in a way, it's out of our realm.
You know what I mean? That's our realm. But if it's another Southside rapper that turned PC, nah, get the fuck out of here, no. Because that pertains to our realm, our life, our circle. We gotta eventually, if we ever go to prison, we might have to answer up for that. That's our circle. But if it's a rapper from another race or another state that don't pertain to our realm, and they didn't do anything to kids, I don't see why not.
But it has to be somebody of stature, like you said, like that Francis guy, that Italian mobster.
Yeah,
you know.
But it just comes with a lot of baggage, so it probably will never happen, dog, because it's too much to explain.
Yeah, we're just going on hypotheticals. Weddle needs a shot right now. How about Trap Boy?
I already got mine right there. I feel that shit.
Listo.
Yeah, I feel my shit.
Listo para el pisto.
But it just comes with too much, bro. It's a head. See, even the homie said, "Nah, it's too much of a headache."
It's too much of a hassle, dog. Like,
okay, like 6ix9ine.
It just sucks that, like 6ix9ine. Nah, hell no, dog. Yeah, I would invite him. I would.
You would? Where are you gonna invite him to?
I'll do him dirty once he's out of here. You think I'd be able to? Nah. Damn.
So since we're on the 6ix9ine shit,
That's how my mind would work, though. Look. Like 6ix9ine, like, okay, yeah, you invited, dog.
Or just to put him up and then set him up.
Get all his chains, get all his shit.
So let me give Weddle real quick some info that I seen.
Please do.
Okay, so look for talking about 6ix9ine. He recently was pulled over by fake police. Did you see that?
No.
So he's leaving his gated community, and there was a car ducked off in the corner, got right behind him before he left the gate. So he's still inside the gated community. They hit the lights on, they hit the siren, they jumped off with the whole gear. They had the spotlight on them, and they walked up to the whip. This is where they fucked up. They walked up to the whip with his guns out, talking about exit the vehicle. That fool 6ix9ine got scared, skirted off, called the real cops. Real cops came. They didn't get a call. They were fake cops. What do you think they were gonna do to him?
But look, he's known to be rolling around with all kinds of shit, you know, cash, jewelry. That's all rented. You know what I mean? He just rents it. It's all for show, but it's real. Hell, they're gonna rob him. Maybe even kill him. Maybe he might have money on his head. Who knows?
But I would say that dude's not stupid, though. He's not stupid.
No, and excuse me, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Go ahead.
But he rolls around strapped too. Yeah. They have many pictures of him. He always clutching, like say, there's many of the rappers that are out there. They're with the functions. Come on, I watch YouTube all the time. These motherfuckers are clutching. I know.
Yeah,
like, damn, I got the same bag at home and everything.
What I came up with was they were still in. Okay, hold on.
Would you interview Tory Lanez?
We'll wait on that right now. So, the conclusion I came up with is they were still inside the security gate, right? So somehow they got in, right? You have to go through that gate. You got to go through the little box that's outside. So there's security in there. So somebody allowed them in, dog, right? So I feel that the security guard said, "Hey, I know what time this fool leaves. I could let you in, and then you can get him," right? So I feel like they were gonna pull him over and take him back home, and go back to his pad and rob everything inside the pad, dog. His money, his jewelry, the whips, and then leave. Not kill him, you know?
Yeah, because if they would have killed him, they would have blasted.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
They already went that far.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, they wanted to rob him, most likely. You're right.
For sure, I think they wanted to rob him.
Or maybe, or maybe even maybe get the job done right. Maybe they want to, you know. One thing I hear about over there in New York that they
No, it wasn't New York.
Was it?
He lives in Miami now.
Oh, in Miami.
Yeah, he lives in Miami now. That's where it happened at, in Miami.
Unless they wanted to, you know. Un levantón, güey.
That's why, back to his house.
Sí, un levantón.
Back to his house to rob him.
No, tal vez a dejarlo ya tirado, güey,
Puede
muerto.
ser.
Nah, I don't think so.
Who knows?
But who knows, bro?
Yeah.
Connecting.
You want to take some phone calls or what?
Fuck it.
Pero, you up for that?
Let's go.
Yeah.
All right, let's go. 623. What up?
Güey, ya me cago, güey.
What?
Ya me cago, güey.
¿Ya te cagas?
Sí, güey.
Ay, güey, pichato puerco. He hung up.
Pura sopa.
All right, the phone lines are open. Let's take a few phone calls.
Pang, pang.
Let's take a few phone calls.
Shapeshifters. Blue Devil shapeshifts into Snapper.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
All right, look, we're going to take a few phone calls and that's it. Come on, let's get it. Since people started calling, I guess.
All of a sudden,
Every $5 donation, Trap Boy takes a shot.
Hey,
Hell nah,
hey,
How much?
20.
20?
That's crazy.
He ain't worth that much.
25.
Wait.
25 dollars.
25.
Yeah,
25.
Fuck it. Whoever gets it right now, I'll take a shot, man. Drop
Wait,
it. Drop
You know,
it.
that's my bottle, right? That was
somebody
gifted
needs
to me,
if
right?
somebody drops
I got some
100.
right
If
here.
somebody drops 100 right now, will you let them just down the rest of that one right there?
Yeah,
Yup.
for sure.
For sure. Drop 100 just for
100 and I drown it.
and then we'll stay on. We'll
And
stay on
but it's
100
gotta
for 15
drown
minutes.
it.
It's gotta-
Just to see how his effects are.
It's got to come
100
to the
and
Cash
I'll drown
App.
Come on. I got $100.
Connecting.
Let's just say
The Mandela.
702, what up?
Shout out to the hater world. What do you guys think about that Buddha-sphere that's showing up again in Colombia?
The waffle?
The Buddha-sphere.
Oh, that round ball that fell from the sky.
Yeah, the one that was floating.
Another one came through.
Another one?
Yup.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yup. What do you think about that, Güero?
Shit. Those are signs. These are signs, right?
These are signs, bro.
Either that or get ready for something. Something's going to crack.
I think they're just easing us into, I don't know, whatever they want us to know already, fool. Or slowly but surely.
How do we know that these ain't tests? You know how they send out a drone first?
Yeah.
They send out this. They're testing our weaknesses and our strongs.
Damn.
You think we're being watched?
Oh, we've been being
Monitored?
Yeah, they're from the jump.
Damn, stay up. Show dope.
All right, my
Stay
boy.
up, dog.
Yes.
Damn, that was an interesting one.
All right,
We've been in a fucking dome, so we've been watched.
So the question was, would you interview Tory Lanez? He's in PC, but he's not really a PC because he didn't tell nothing on nobody. He just went there because his politics don't care, right? Okay, hold on. Mexico, you're in the building.
What's up, Blue? Buenas noches.
Buenas noches.
Hey, what up? Playboy, Trap.
What up, dog?
Hey, I just wanted to tap in real quick and hey, you know, on a fucking crazy note, it's like all the shit we talk about right here. We were speaking about the outer space and all that, pedo. Who's to say who actually knows the truth? You know what I mean? Out there for them to put all that knowledge and all that evidence. ¿Quién chingados midió? Who actually measured the distance? You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, fool. You know, to think that there's actually a fucking a guess at what the actual distance is. You know, it's just something to think about, fool. You know what I'm saying? They throw a lot of shit out there, but who's to say what the actual fucking fact is? You know, pero. Just something to think about that I was tripping out on myself when we were talking about the outer space shit, the moon and the sun and distance and all that shit. You know what I mean? But hey, this is like the best episode as yet, fool. In my point of view, you know what I mean? And I was gonna tell you, fool. Maybe you should do like a little fucking segment, just on the fucking chat GPT, fool, where we can ask questions, call in and see what's up. You know what I mean? Just a thought, fool, you know? Just a little segment to see how it goes, fool, you know? Just to have everybody, you know, chime in and see what kind of shit that fucking thing throws out.
Yeah, hell yeah. That's a good idea. Yeah.
You know what I mean? This is Downer, homie. This is Baby Blue Dramatic in the chat.
What's up, fool? Yeah, recognize.
Yeah, what's cracking? Nah, I just, you know, I trip out on a lot of that shit, homie. Like, fool, I read a lot of fucking deep books, fool, you know? Having done time, fool, you got a lot of time on your hands and you read a lot of shit that the average motherfucker won't, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah, and you know what, like you said, sorry to cut you off, but who you actually measured everything, that shit's all made up, bro. All that shit of going to the moon, going to space, we never really even seen what's out there, bro. I think all that shit is just to keep us preoccupied, dog.
Yeah, it's just hearsay, fool, you know? It's just like, fuck, come on, dog, that shit, that man, history, like in history, it's like that word, his story. It's his story. Who can prove it? You know what I mean? It's like, come on, bro.
Yeah.
But hey, not even the scientists know the exact fucking, you know, truth to some of that shit, but it's just part of the whole fucking conspiracy to keep us all fucking blindfolded, you know, to the fact that they're controlling most of the fucking population with all their bullshit. But hey, it's a deeper fucking subject for us to dwell on out here. But I don't know a lot of shit that goes on, you know, but I am interested in a lot of that shit, homie, but we don't have this fucking research or the time, homie, to go ahead and look into that, you know. It's just crazy for how a lot of the motherfuckers, a lot of the population, a lot of the people aren't open-minded like that and don't think about the shit that we're talking about right here, you know?
No,
Cada quien vive en su mundo, güey. Cada quien vive en su mundo, güey, and it's like, come on, dog, there's a lot going on, fool, and there's a lot yet to come, homie, you know? And it's crazy, fool. A lot of us ain't prepared, homie, for the shit that's about to fucking hit, you know. And I don't know exactly what it is to come, but I know it ain't nothing nice, homie.
Hey,
but
since it's coming, fool, do I still have to pay rent?
No, my man.
I don't know, fool, but I do, so I think you do too, fool.
Well, Trap Boy don't, he's lucky.
Ese güey.
El Trap Boy, ese güey está bien apapachado, por eso ni se agüita el güey, dog. Come on, my boy. You gotta, you know, fucking put a little bit more effort, Trap Boy, into what you got. Look, fool, I'm gonna tell you like this, dog. There's a lot of motherfuckers that wish that we're in your position, fool, and you're not taking advantage of it fully, homie. You know, you've been told that before. I'm nobody to tell you anything, dog. No te conozco, no me conoces, güey. Pero you gotta fucking take advantage, homie. When a certain situation is before you, dog, take advantage of it, because you never know when it's gonna happen again, dog. Yeah. Hey, para que tú digas, fuck it, I'm still here anyways, whatever, you know, I'm still here, it don't matter. Don't think that way, fool. Humble yourself, dog, and be grateful for what you got, my boy, because it's crazy, homie. Like Eminem said in that song, homie, opportunity comes once in a lifetime, my boy. You know, and you gotta fucking take advantage of it, dog.
It's the pride, huh?
You know, but that's just me, my boy. You know, that's just the way I think, homie. We don't all think the same, dog, you know? Different situations, different experiences make you go a certain way, a certain route for where your mind state is at, you know? So it's like, come on, dog. A lot of motherfuckers, they judge a fool for fucking being crazy or for being stupid just because we touch on certain topics that not the average fool speaks on, you know? Like the homie Güero got a lot of knowledge, fool. We all do, homie, to a certain extent, you know? Pero luego la gente dice, este güey está loco, you know, ¿qué sabe? You know, come on, dog.
Yeah,
you know, I know a little bit more than you know, for as a matter of fact, because of
mucha
what we're
gente que
speaking
unos
on,
I'm sorry about that, sorry to cut you off, pero es como dicen todos, unos saben más que otros de los que no saben.
Güey, pero luego le dice, haz tu tarea, güey, do your research. I'm over here watching some documentaries y este güey está mirando La Rosa de Guadalupe.
No mames, las caricaturas.
No mames, no le crees a ese güey. Ya empezó con la mermelada esa.
Fool, but serio, fool, on a positive note, fool, on a serious note, look, homie, nobody can tell you what to do but yourself, dog. You do what you put your mind to, you know. Y si no lo quieres hacer tú, nadie te va a forzar, güey. But the only thing I'm saying is, look, homie, you know, look around you. Look at your surroundings. Always be aware of your surroundings, fool, and see what you have ahead of you and what's being offered to you, fool. Not a lot of motherfuckers have that. So, lo que te digo yo, güey, look, fool, I don't know, it's been there, look. It's been a few months since you've been there, fool. Y la neta, güey, we observe, fool, as a chat, as a fucking, you know, as a subscriber, as a fan, however you want to call it, homie. And a motherfucker sees it, like, come on, dog, ¿qué está pasando? Este güey ya le dieron muchas oportunidades, you know. Yeah, you're their homeboy, you're the boy and shit, pero that shit only goes so far, fool, you know what I mean? Even, especially in a business, dog, you know, that shit doesn't mix with friendship or family, fool. That's the main thing, homie, it's a business. So you gotta look at it from that point of view, fool, you know, just to fucking take it a little bit more serious, dog, y ponte más activo en lo que estás haciendo, güey. It's not that difficult, dog. You already know they put you up on game, fool. You already know how to go about it. Just do it, fool. You know, come on, dog. You got a good opportunity ahead of you, fool, to make some feria. No la dejes que se te vaya, güey, por las manos como la arena. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just a fucking advice, fool. You know, just a little advice, like I said, homie.
Yeah, I appreciate that, guy.
You know what I mean? So, you know, I'm not trying to blab on or nothing. I'm just speaking facts, fool, you know, because trust me, dog, I wish I was in a similar situation, homie. And there's a lot of homies out here in Tijuana that wish the same thing, you know. yeah, we each have our own little thing going. You know, trust me, fool. We're hustlers. We make it. We make it through. You know, we survive, fool. You know, but it's a little harder for us out here than it is for you out there.
You rolling your eyes, Trap Boys?
Yeah, you was.
Somebody in the chat
rolling
said,
your eyes?
Rolling his eyes right now.
I'm rolling my eyes. What the fuck?
Serio? Te estoy mirando, güey.
¿Me estás viendo? I'm not even. What the fuck? I'm listening. Hey, I'm listening, dog.
No, güey.
Tú instigating always, dog.
Estos güeyes, sí, esos güeyes nomás les gusta andar ahí de, tú sabes. Levanta polvo, sí, levanta polvo, sí, güey. Dusters, homie.
Say goodbye to your father, fool.
Hey, appreciate that, dog. Appreciate for that good advice, homie.
Hey, I'm
Gracias.
fool. I'll let someone else chime in, fool. I just wanted to tap in and share a little bit of my point of view, you know what I mean? Y te digo, hey, Blue, you know, think about that. That might be a good little episode right there, fool.
Oh,
with
yeah.
that fucking chat GPT shit. Pero, hey, have a good one, fellas. You know, ahí estamos, dog.
All right, buenas noches. Gracias, buenas noches.
You gotta say good night, papi. Hey, A1A, you're in the building.
Simón, güey.
Sí, que tenía una pregunta para Trap Boy.
¿Qué onda, güey? What's up?
Why do you let them talk to you that way? Dale.
Güey, ¿cómo está saliendo todo con el Hero World en español?
Ahí va, ahí la llevo, güey. ¿Por qué? Everything's good, dog.
No, me gusta mucho, siempre está poniendo atención y pues quería saber cómo, pues, qué rollos, que vas a salir con algo nuevo.
Oh, sí, eso siempre todos los días me enfoco en algo de algo que está pasando, los noticias, güey, anything that's going on during the, like, in that week, in that day, whatever, you know, but important shit, not, it might be some music about, like, artists, other shit than that, pero sí, güey. Why, what's up?
¿Y qué te gusta mucho más de tu trabajo?
¿Qué me gusta más de mi trabajo? Es de que le pongo el esfuerzo de poner
Cállate
algo ahí
los
arriba
hocico
ahí,
a la
güey.
verga, güey.
¿Qué, güey?
Güey, cállate, güey. Talk like you talk. Fool, you fucking over here. El esfuerzo
güey, habla bien, güey. Échale ganas.
Güey.
Lo que me gusta más del trabajo, güey, es de que...
Ese güey, mira.
¿Qué te podría decir, güey?
¿Oye? ¿Te da vergüenza, güey?
What the fuck,
Tú estás representando el Hero World español, güey.
Es lo que estoy haciendo, sí, güey. Yo represento al Hero World en español, eso es lo que hago, güey. That's my job, dog.
You just repeated what he fucking told you.
Yeah. I mean, somehow, you know.
He wants you to prove it to him.
He said,
me da mucho gusto, güey, que le estás...
He wants to see your conviction, right?
Excuse me, homie. Sí, me da mucho gusto que le estás echando ganas y con eso, así son las cosas. Y con eso, los voy a dejar, ¿ok? Buenas noches.
Buenas noches, carnal. Muchas gracias.
Why don't you say something like
Connecting.
I'm not good with words, though. I'm not gonna be...
No, it's because you're trying to be somebody you're not. Just talk like yourself.
I'm not being nobody about myself.
Hey, wait, ¿cómo andas del cantón, güey?
Hey, look, fool, 'cause let me tell you something. You're the CEO of that hater role in español, dog. So imagine you were some high-powered people, fool, and you're just scratching your nose. And pues sí, güey, acá, güey. Muchas gracias por tus palabras de admiración, carnal. Le estoy tratando de echar muchas ganas ahorita a la página. Le estoy tratando de echar de todo. ¿Tú tienes algo que quieres que ponga, que le lea o que le ponga ahí en el canal? Nomás dime.
Fool, just be you,
Just be
homie.
yourself, fool.
Quit fucking trying to be this professional ass dude with big ass words and letters
Yeah,
and
just-
shit like that. Just be you, fool.
Yourself,
Habla
fool.
como hablas, güey.
You started off good. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna give it to you. When we asked you about that one girl's rapper, that the dude, you explained that very well. But after that, it's like we were in conversations and your mind was already idling out.
Just be you, dog. Talk the way you talk. A ver, you answer this call. No. Everybody that here serves a purpose. Answer the call. 602.
602, you're in the building.
Oye, papucho, Trap Boy.
¿Qué onda? What's up?
¿Por qué tú dejas que te digan así la cosa con?
¿Cómo?
Así, porque dejas
explícate
que
un
te
poquito.
hablen así como si no eres, así como si eres una basura.
No. Es que,
Póngase la pila, mijo, aquí lo queremos mucho.
Ok, aprecio mucho lo que dices, pero entiende de que cuando nosotros hablamos así es porque nosotros somos, aquí no es para echarnos uno a vernos uno más que el otro, aquí todos somos lo mismo, so no entiendo
Habla
lo que...
bien, güey,
¿Ya
habla
ves?
bien,
¿Ya
habla
ves?
como pendejo.
Habla directo, cabrón.
Yo te digo
Póngase
algo.
las pilas.
¿Qué estás leyendo la verga, güey? Te están hablando por teléfono, estás leyendo ahí arriba.
Pues cuélgale la verga y ya, güey.
Riverside, California. +1-951-33.
Saber la verga, sí, güey.
Dale, otra vez. 951, fool. Dale, 951.
951, you're in the building. What's up?
Se fue a la verga, dijo.
Güey,
no,
ahí te va, ahí te va. Ahí te va, güey. 760.
760, you're in the building. What up? Who's this?
No, call failed.
¿Otra vez?
Call drop.
Hey, güey, all you gotta do is be yourself, fool. ¿Sabes qué,
That's all you
compa?
gotta do.
Somos compas, güey. No te agüites, compa. ¿De qué te preocupas tú? No estás aquí, güey.
Oh,
Que le valga
fuck that
verga.
fool, be yourself. I don't know
Sí,
what's
güey.
up.
That's all you gotta do, bro.
And then the cameras will be off and then he'll be himself for real.
Yeah, when the
Like, what
cameras
the
go off,
fuck?
he'll be like, ese güey que se vaya a la verga que habló. That's what you do. Why when the cameras go off, he's gonna talk shit about the guy that
The
called
cops
in.
keep dropping.
Yeah, the calls keep dropping. I don't know why.
Are you connected to Wi-Fi?
No, yeah, which is good. Hold on. I have a lot of apps open. You know who showed me that?
No,
that
last
girl.
time you were on the Wi-Fi and it
No,
wasn't.
that girl, that one girl from the Highness podcast, she goes, turn off all your apps.
Connecting.
And turn off your Wi-Fi.
Who the fuck is it?
She goes, the Wi-Fi's on. And when the Wi-Fi's on, 951, what up?
Hey, what's up, homie? This is Check 805 from the chat, homie. Tell Trap Boy to get his shit together, dog.
Oh, sí, perro, ¿te la quieres jugar así o qué? ¿Qué? ¿No vas a decir nada o qué?
Phoenix, Arizona.
Ya le salieron los huevos.
Eso,
No que
por
no.
eso. Te digo.
623. Trap Boys in the
Ahora sí,
building.
a la verga. Pendejada.
No te dejes, pinche Trap Boy.
No, yo que me voy a dejar la verga, ¿tú crees, güey? No mames. ¿Qué onda? What's up? Y colgó el pendejo, güey, no dijo nada, nomás dijo esa mamá.
Ahora sí te van a verguear por decirles cosas a los.
Sí, güey.
Güey, no les digas cosas,
No,
güey.
yo no les digo nada.
Be
Hasta que te digan
yourself.
algo.
I'm just being me, dog. That's
Don't
it.
talk shit if they're not talking shit to you tampoco, güey.
No,
Pero
you
primero
become a
que
little
hice.
aggressive, a little hostile.
Yeah, fool, but the callers, they defend you so much, dog.
They do at the same time.
Let's just send me that, dog.
What, is that real though? Is that
It says
real?
28 films. I don't want to.
Hold on. Wait till
I'm not gonna read it. Okay, let's go. 323. Oh, hang up. Let me press play on this shit. Maybe it is him.
I don't want to. Chat GPT. No, I don't want to see no.
Neither do I,
no,
but that's
this.
him.
That is.
That's two girls. It says he films it.
No, don't. No.
Yeah, let's not. Yeah, let's not watch that. Somebody send me some stuff. All right, we're gonna take one more call. That's it, cause it's getting late. I'm tired, bro. I'm hungry. It's 2:30. We've been on for 3 hours exactly.
Yep.
Yeah, we've been filming for 3 hours. So come on, one more call. One more call. Let's go. Calls are coming in, but they're being dropped. Oh, here we go. Yo, what up? You're in the building. Can you hear us? Yo. Oh, it's dropping. Let me call them.
I told you, get off the Wi-Fi.
I just turned it off.
That's what you did last time. You got off and they started coming in.
No, there's a bunch of calls coming in, but it's dropping for some reason. All right, here, let me call this one. 818.
Make sure to leave a message after the beep.
At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording,
Damn, I can't hang up. There he goes. Yo, you're in the building. What up? Yo.
Hey, Daniel. Hey. You hear me?
Wrong number. Hater world. All right, let's go.
Yeah, fool, but that.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Oxnard, California.
805, what up? Oh, now they're coming.
Yo, what's good? What's good? Squad up.
Squad up.
What up?
So I'm gonna have to rewatch the live, because I've been watching, but I get distracted like a little squirrel. But you guys draw some good topics during this night live. Like I think you guys make the brain actually think, and I fuck with this shit. Hey, Blue Devil, don't take my wrench. Love you guys.
No, I don't take nobody's wrench. No, you good.
Okay, just don't block me, cause.
No, you straight.
Sí, quema.
All right.
Hágale pues, ya duérmanse, cabrones.
I'm done. I'm
Trap
ready.
boy, come home, please.
Sí.
Damn, Trap boy, she wants you home, fool.
Está bien, ahorita llego.
That's your lady?
Ahorita llego.
You got a lady?
No, pero ahorita llego si quiere.
One more caller. Come on, one more.
Ahí va.
Connecting.
Oh, there it goes. 818, you're the last caller.
Oh, hey, Trap Boy, I'm gonna give you just a straight comment, bro.
What's up?
I want to let you know, since I'm the last caller, we tell you this because we care and want you to be better, right?
Yeah.
So don't take this personal. Yeah.
Go ahead.
So
What's
don't.
up?
That's my comment.
All right, for sure. Yeah, gracias.
No te agüites, homie.
Todo bien,
All right.
gracias.
913, what up?
Oye, otro.
Sí, ahorita mañana.
913. What up?
Bro, who's this?
Your mama.
Ah,
Yo. Speak up, bro.
this is Trap Boy.
Yeah, it's Trap Boy.
What's up?
¿Qué onda?
¿Qué onda?
Saludos, homie.
¿Qué onda?
Te mando saludos, güey. Andas muy
Mexico.
agresivo.
Salud, güey.
Yeah, they gave you some good piece of advice, bro. That one dude. Like it's a one chance, bro, and you have to seize the moment, bro. You know, don't fall asleep on it, fool. Like you said, there's a bunch of people. It's like kind of like, I don't know, like you forget where you came from a little bit. So you need, like you said, humble yourself a little bit. Remember, it wasn't always this good, bro. Like what makes you not want to, you know, pursue this shit seriously?
Any last words? Güero, let's go to you.
No what?
Any last words?
Last words?
I ain't afraid of no ghosts.
Hell no. ¿Qué más? No, I'm hungry as fuck.
I like that satchel, fool. That's true religion, huh?
What?
The satchel?
Oh, yeah.
True religion, I like that.
Sure.
And then with the
That's just
t-shirt,
hard.
he got a Hater World t-shirt on.
Yeah.
That's
Yes,
fire,
sir.
too. I put that on my pants, fool. I printed it on one of my pants right
Yeah,
here.
come out.
It looks fucking sick. But I'm going to come up with some type of words that I can do and then start producing them, and I'll give you a pair. I just got to figure out what it's going to say.
That'll be hard.
Trap Boy, last words.
No.
No what?
No.
No words?
No.
You don't want them to go follow you on Instagram?
Here,
I was just about
You
to
already
say
know.
you want me to give you a right
Hold on. You said they already know?
Yeah, I did say that.
Okay. How do you know they know that? How do you know that some new people didn't just arrive that don't know who we are?
For the people that don't know
No,
me,
no,
I'm
no,
Trap
no,
Boy.
hold on,
Follow me
hold
on
on.
Instagram, Hater World Español.
Don't say it no more. What you need to understand is this, fool. Every single moment you get to promote yourself, that's what you need to do. And that's why you lost already. What's up, Playboy? Any last words?
the only reason I don't promote my shit, you guys can go follow me though, Playboy Show on TikTok, Real Playboy Show. The only reason I don't promote my shit is because it's strategic. I just want to grow a different. I want to grow a different algorithm.
You don't want the mugrosos?
No. It's
You don't
not
want
that.
the mugrosos on me?
It's not that. My algorithm is good right now.
Facts.
If you guys see me, you guys see me. If you guys follow me, I saw a bunch of you guys follow me, which gracias. I thank you for all that support. You know, it means a lot to me. It really does. But I'm just trying to grow my shit naturally. You know, until it goes up, and then you guys will see it.
That's funny. All right, well, that's it, fool?
What?
No last words? And
No.
leave them with some inspirational words, fool.
Some inspiration.
Yeah,
words?
give them one piece of advice.
Don't waste your life. Please don't waste your life. And if you do, waste it on your loved ones. And I don't know. I'm a little in my feelings. Yesterday, my uncle died, so he passed away.
Rest in peace.
And,
Condolences.
Rest in peace.
He was out here for a long time. You know what I mean? He's a wise man. And he's no longer here. So just listen to life. Whatever path is going to lead you down, make it a better one. And be there for your loved ones, I guess.
Facts. And with that being said, salute to everybody. Hit the like on the way out. You'll find this on Spotify and Apple Music tomorrow. Don't forget to go to www.shophaterworld.com. And with that being said, we out. Let's go.
You gotta be grateful. You need haters. What is you complaining about? What do you think a hater's job is? To hate. So let them do their goddamn job. Put the is you complaining about?
M16 kill the track with the mix.
Yeah, they can hate on me. Got a reason why I always keep the flame on me. And I'ma do it till I'm done, ain't no brakes on me. Break me down, hell no, that's what you ain't gon' see. Blue devil on my shoulder, he just spitting the facts. So be careful how you moving, ain't no running it back. Southside, hate the world where the real ones at. Them 200 boys reppin', logging in from the trap. Better log in, homie.